I feel a bit lost, but I'm glad I have my loyal. I want to say cat, but I'm unsure of this as of now. But our favorite streamer, that is an Elder Scrolls streamer. Hi, Noah.
What do
Why
you
do you look
mean you're
complete?
unsure?
What do you mean? Don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that part.
Okay.
um,
Hello. Sorry, I didn't say hello.
fine. So hi, Noah. Wait, who are you actually?
My name is Noah. Yes, this is correct. I am a cat VTuber, but with goldfish powers, you see. They're kind of shit powers though, because all I do is forget things. But I'm sure there's more to it. Yeah. And I like to play Elder Scroll games.
Um, I'm just saying that intro is 10 out of 10 on both our ends, okay?
Thank
Definitely
you.
wasn't improvised on both ends.
Yes.
Um, anyways, for people that don't know what we're doing today our theme is gonna be finding your niche and breaking out of it. So we have the wonderful Noah joining us, aka the Elder Scrolls streamer. If you don't know who they are, they're a lovely streamer, very comfy. You must definitely check them out. They are in the title, and obviously link them whenever I upload this, etc. But yeah, so now before we started, I gotta ask you the most important question of your life. This is life or death.
Okay.
All right. So why are we in detention and why are we outside?
Because you want us to suffer. I don't know. I'm in the pub. I don't know about you. I'm having a nice like ale while you're like freezing outside. Don't know why.
See, Chad, I don't know what to say, but we're clearly outside and Noah is clearly somewhere else hallucinating. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying you should stop drinking that snow. Okay, it's not good for you. We don't know
But
where
it's
that
the
snow
only
has
thing I
been.
have. It's the only thing here.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't
Yes,
trust the
yes.
yellow snow.
Oh, what? I would never touch that. I am too civilized.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'm not. I look. I don't judge. I don't judge. Okay, especially with your goldfish memory.
I would not forget this.
but but yeah. But it's lovely to have you here. Um. So yeah, I think we'll just jump into it. Obviously, we got a lot of questions, way too much that Noah's gonna be, very enthusiastic to answer. We're gonna only have yapping for
Yes.
the next 10 hours, and Noah's
10.
gonna
Hold
carry
on.
everything.
Hey, whoa. That was the part of the deal. What the hell? Actually, I don't know
That's
how long this was supposed to take.
you just
I
were
was just
like,
like,
sure,
yes.
I'm in.
Yes,
But
exactly.
that's the best part. You're just like, I don't care. We're just in. It's kind of like the Rock and the Kevin Hart moment. It's like, are you in or you out? You just said, I'm in.
Mm,
I'm in. And we had
yeah, I
our
never really
moment, and
asked
now we're here.
questions. Yeah, now we're here in the pub.
Okay. We're not in a pub. We're outside enjoying the aurora. It's snowy. I don't know where we are in Skyrim, but we're in the Skyrim of Skyrims, and yeah, we're just here.
Yes,
And
yes.
we have Skyrim music in the background also. Very interesting. Anyways,
I should have probably done that too, actually. It's kind of quiet here.
you're in a pub with no music. That sounds like a
I'm
dead
wearing
zone.
earplugs.
I feel
That's
like
why.
you're hallucinating at that point.
No, I mean it's a nice hallucination. At least it's warmer than yours.
The snow is nice, okay? It's snow season by me. I don't know about
That's
you.
true. It is snow season. That's true. That's true. You are correct.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna have a warm-up section. So I'm just saying these are very intense questions, okay?
Oh my
And
god.
I don't know why, but first one says, "What is your name?" But we've already answered that, so we're skipping that one for now.
Okay. That's a really intense question. I don't know if I want to answer that.
Exactly. I don't even want
Oh
to
my
answer that. Think I know my name? I have to write it
god.
down on my hand to remember.
That's really
Um,
bad.
No, don't worry. You think you have goldfish memory? I have times 10. Okay.
Right. That's really bad. Why are you not a goldfish?
I'm a dog.
A
Dogs will
dog, a
forget, no?
goldfish, a dogfish.
A dogfish. Don't
Yes.
don't tell that to one of my friends. They've been trying to turn me into a golden retriever for the longest time.
Oh no, that would be so different. I like the cool, edgy aesthetic, you know?
I'm edgy. I thought I was just a silly goober.
Oh, well, not like bad edgy. It's cool edgy. It's like how like vampires are cool edgy. You see, they've got an edge. Yes.
I like how we're just like going off rails completely. I love it.
Hey, you
Uh,
started this.
hey, look, it's just part of the yapping, okay?
Yes,
You just
yes,
let it flow. You don't change it. You
yes.
just go for it. Right. So I'm gonna ask the most important question of your streaming career. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So who is Noah? Why is Noah? And when is Noah?
Snowa.
No,
um.
no, 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 no.
Uh.
What I meant is, I want to know about Noah. Like, when did you start streaming, and then like, what type of content were you doing back then?
Um. God, I think I started streaming like 2 years ago. I always forget to be honest. But I started streaming because originally I was uh, getting paid to be a streamer somewhere else.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Oh,
I know. Someone hired me to play Minecraft in their server. And I didn't really have control over the channel. Like I wasn't really allowed to say anything about it. Like, oh, the profile picture was ugly, but I wasn't allowed to change it and stuff like that. You know, like it's stuff like that that made the channel fail, in my opinion. So I was like, I can do this way better. So I started my own channel, and then I started playing Minecraft there.
you
Yes.
started your own channel out of spite is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, this guy is doing such a shit job. I can do a way better job than this. So I started, streaming Minecraft myself, but also obviously still getting paid for the other thing. And then eventually I quit. Well, I that ended, and then I got tired of Minecraft, so I started playing Skyrim because I was already familiar with it. It kind of just like happened naturally, to be honest. Yes.
That is honestly fair, but I need to ask a question. Okay, um, how was the pay? Out of curiosity, because this is
Um,
2023. We're roughly looking at. I'm just kind
yeah.
of curious on that.
I think it was 100 euros a week at first, and that was like maybe 10 hours a week. Um, but
Damn.
slowly it like went down because it wasn't like what he wanted to do
Sustainable.
wasn't working. So, yeah. But I mean, it was
That's
still amazing to get paid for
that's
it.
crazy.
I know.
That is the crazy. I've never heard anyone start streaming like that specifically. Is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe it either, to be honest. It's really weird to talk about, but yeah, I mean, it was a cool experience. I was just like, he just reached out to me and he was like, hey, do you want to do this for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. Whatever.
That's crazy. Honestly. Hey, look, I'm just saying, can I get a streamer, sugar mommy, sugar daddy that does that for me, please? I mean,
You
what?
just gotta
You know what?
look harder.
No, no, no. You see, I don't think I would fit in because I'm too unpredictable.
What do you
I lit
mean?
I literally have like a script, and well, I'm already off the script for today.
Well, that's how podcasts go, don't they? They just kind of happen. Yes.
Exactly. I know, but that just happens with me naturally. Okay, I can
Mm,
turn
mm.
a 5 minute skit into 2 hours. Okay, we don't ask how, we just accept it.
I would say that's a talent.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Ah.
go with that. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I actually want to know about like when you first started streaming, like minus the whole you being paid for your
Yes.
services, um,
That sounds
and
so wrong. Sorry.
yeah, look, you got
She
paid for your
sounds like that.
services in streaming in the
Oh,
beginning. It's okay. All right, I'm not shaming you on it. Okay.
make me
Um,
sound like a prostitute.
look, I didn't mention the pimp. I didn't mention anything like that. All right.
Uh-huh.
All I'm saying is you were paid for your services in Minecraft. That sounds
Okay.
even worse now, actually. But when you started streaming Skyrim and everything, how did you like foresee it going? Were you gonna just like stick with it, or did you just think like I'm just gonna start with this and then change to for being a variety streamer, or what was like your mindset back then, if you remember?
Um, honestly, it was kind of just it became just something I enjoyed, and then people came in, and they liked Skyrim as well, and I was like, oh, it's kind of nice. And it kind of just all happened very naturally. Like, I wanted to play the game. People liked that I played the game, and then I continued playing it. I don't know. There was no, like, real direction to it, really. Sorry, is that an answer to your question? I already forgot what the question was.
No, no. Oh my god, the goldfish. No, 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 you're fine, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. No, you did the answer.
Okay.
Um, so I remember the other day, I can't remember when it was. My memory is so fickle that I can't tell you, but I just remember things. I
Mm-hmm.
remember I was watching one of your streams and you actually were talking about this very thing.
Okay.
Um, so everyone knows you as an Elder Scrolls streamer, and how do you
Yes.
feel about that?
I don't know. It's up and down, really. Like, so whenever I like raid people that I, raid frequently, they will always say like, "Oh, were you playing Skyrim?" Like they always just assume. So that is always like, no, I was playing something else. But yeah, it sometimes I wouldn't say bothers me, but sometimes I am like I do like stream loads of other things. People just don't seem to notice. But it's just because I streamed Skyrim for so long that obviously they would assume. Um,
Mm.
because I mean, I played it. God, I don't even know how long I played that either. More than 300 hours or something I've got in it. And that's not even including the modded version either. So, yeah, at first it bothered me a bit, but I kind of embraced it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. I know you as like playing Morrowind and Skyrim. Um,
Well, at
like
least
not
there's
in a
one
bad
more.
way. Um, and that was just like, that's just like how I started following you, and I just knew you for
Hmm.
playing those. I can't remember exactly how we met, or who we met through. All I
I
know
think
is we
Shizu.
met. Was
I
it
think Shizu.
Shizu?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like I met you before Shizu though.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I met you before Shizu.
Oh, I don't
Um,
remember. Yeah.
well, I th- I don't know if you randomly rated me or we have another mutual friend that we're not aware of.
Oh, that'd be weird. I don't know.
I feel like we do. I feel like we just randomly have like a mutual that we're just not aware of.
Hmm.
Like that would
Yeah.
actually be pretty funny.
That would be crazy.
Um, but yeah, I mean, look, I understand like going back to the topic
Hmm.
of being known for something. Back in 2023, ironically, when you're being
Hmm.
paid for your services,
Hmm.
um, I was known as a DVD streamer, and I kid you not, for the longest time, I've been trying to branch out away from that. Um,
Oh.
and I like back then, obviously I had a lot of friends that I played it with, and it was fun.
Hmm.
but I don't know when it happened. It was like the switch in my head, and I remember you were talking about this on your stream a while ago, where
Mm,
you kind of like, I want to change things up. I want to actually be
mm,
a variety streamer, and I don't want to
mm,
stick to just one type of content.
mm.
And yeah, I don't know what was that switch or that moment, but I was like, I need to do other things. I don't want to just play the Dead by Daylight, or I don't want
Yeah.
to be known as just this one type of like one trick pony. Um,
Mm.
it, Personally for me, I am a person that likes variety and I like doing silly things and doing a lot more. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know you at the moment, you're starting to do some new type of content like reading.
Yes, yes, I'm really enjoying it to be honest. I mean, the funny thing is, I started doing that kind of thing when I was playing Skyrim. Like I was reading books in Skyrim and I even made a redeem for it. And then people were like, make a Patreon and stuff and read. So I did. But then I was like, oh, but I don't want to make people pay for that. So then I thought maybe I should try doing a reading stream, but I know that some people in chat don't like me reading. So it's always that like divide of like should I if maybe half of chat is not gonna enjoy it. It's kind of just yeah, you have to experiment with it. But I really enjoy it. It's really fun.
I mean, I guess that is part of it. Um, just part of streaming in general, if you think of it. Like, there's always going to be a divide when it comes to things.
Hmm.
Um, you will lose people when you start changing your content, when you become like a variety, or when you start sticking out of your niche.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I know you as a very comfy streamer, so I'm just there to, to support the comfy streamer. I don't really look at what the person's playing most of the
Hmm.
time. Um, and I'm there to bully you when I can, but that's just like a side story.
Yes.
So yeah, but it's just like part of it. Like when you start transitioning to different content, you will lose a lot of people. But I feel
Hmm.
like the people that stay, it just shows that they are there for you and not for like the games you're doing and everything. Because I know like when I transitioned away from Dead by Daylight, I lost a lot of people. And I mean that's
Really?
natural. Um, and like even to like till today, if I do Dead by Daylight, my streams do so well. But if I don't do Dead by Daylight, it's like a bit on the lower end. But I'm like I'm more
Hmm.
free and I prefer that. I don't I want to do silly things. I want to be a
Yeah.
silly detective or do whatever I can.
And I think that's fair. I mean, especially, for I think both of us, this is not really a job or anything. So it just
Not
seems
yet.
so silly. Well, not yet. Like right now it's not a job. So it just seems so silly to having to do something you don't necessarily want to do. That's why I feel like it's so important to just kind of do whatever you want, really.
Yeah, it's about having fun at the end of the day and just doing your own thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Hmm. Um, Also, this is just a side note before we go into like the deeper part of everything.
Ooh.
Um, you already know about this running joke. So whenever like I have to say something, I always say I plead the fifth and you need to speak to my lawyer. And I always refer to you as my lawyer.
I'm not even
And
qualified.
it started with Shizu, and I'm like, listen, you gotta speak to my lawyer. It's Noah, okay? Um, and I just love that all my friends, they don't know who you are, but I'm like, this is my lawyer, Noah. If you need to speak about anything, you go to them.
Okay, I'll try my best. You're like totally not even living in the same country, but okay.
It's okay, it's okay. Listen, you can speak Flemish to them.
Yeah, yeah, I'll just confuse them. That works every time.
Exactly. And for people that don't know, Noah is actually from Belgium. And
I
is, well,
am.
Flemish and not Finnish for.
This is a real thing. This is true.
I had to add that there. I just had to.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it is pretty funny when people say that to you. You're like, oh, okay.
I mean, I remember one of the first interactions I had with you on stream. I was like, "What part of you Belgium are you?" And like the Dutch side or the French side, and you were like, you were so shocked. I vividly remember this. You were just like, "Huh? How do you know that? No one knows that."
No one knows that. It's so true. Everyone always assumes that I speak French. I actually had one of my colleagues, when I first met him, tell me off because I don't speak French. I'm like, that's because I'm not from the French side. What the fuck? He's like, you should speak French. Belgium is French. I'm like, no, it's not. Anyway, yes.
Isn't it actually like three languages? Isn't it a bit of German
Yeah,
also?
yeah. But I've actually never been to the German part, but I feel like I don't actually know how they feel. Like I don't actually know whether they identify as like a Belgian person or not because they haven't been part of it for that long. It was after the war that, they took that part away from Germany and they gave it to us. So I feel like they probably just feel like Germans still, right?
They're just there, like they're the silent party in the background.
Yeah. I kind of want to visit it one day, to be honest. It seems really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Um, but yeah, let's go back into the nitty gritty. All right. I know
Yes,
you're
yes,
looking
yes.
forward to all of these questions. Okay. Very in depth. Okay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so now we're going like into when the niche became limiting. Um,
Mm.
when did your niche start feeling like you were very restrictive? When you were streaming and everything, where you felt like a bit insecure doing other type of content.
I feel like once again, like the restrictive isn't really the right word because I always enjoy Skyrim, but I did start like kind of getting bored and kind of running out of things to do. But I knew that people loved Skyrim streams, and then obviously I started playing other Elder Scroll games to kind of like fill that void. um, but then, when I started thinking about it, like, will people actually still want to watch me if I stream something else? I kind of just started expressing this and just saying it like, hey guys, would you still watch me? I, I feel like I'm really transparent and I kind of just say what I'm thinking. And people just said they don't even watch what I'm playing anyway. So in the end, it doesn't even matter.
That's I don't know if that's a good thing or just that you
I
sucked
know.
at this.
I know. I put so much effort into like playing something interesting and then they're like, wait, you were playing that? I didn't even know. What the fuck? Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, from my experiences watching your stream and everything, I, I kind of put like just having you in the background because you're a very comfy
There we
streamer. You
go.
have a very comfy voice. Um, so I mean, I usually just put you on my second monitor and then I just do whatever I'm doing at the time, pretending to
Hmm.
edit, and etc.
Oh, yes, yes, I know that one.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but I mean, yeah, no, I get that though. In all honesty, it is good to be transparent. Um,
Hmm.
and doing the same content, or like the same game all the time, it does become very repetitive and gets a bit
Hmm.
boring. I mean, Skyrim is a fun game. Morrowind's a fun game. Oblivion, a very fun game.
But
But
yeah,
there's
yeah.
only so much you can do, where then it starts feeling like there isn't anything more to do. Like I know you experimented with a lot of mods and everything, so you kind of like did the best you could, experimenting with everything you could possibly get.
Yeah, I mean, like they're saying in chat, there are so many like mods and everything, and that's true. But it's just there's like kind of nothing new to discover. Like it kind of just yeah, it doesn't feel as exciting as it was in the beginning. Like I feel like the main part of an open world game that I like is that there's so much to do. There's so many things to discover, so many quests and everything. And once you've done them all, it kind of loses its charm a bit for me. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
still love it, but.
No, I get it. I get it. I've been there. I believe me, I've been there. Especially with Skyrim. I have played too much of Skyrim, especially when it came out, and then like in between my teens. So yeah, when I go back into it, I'm just like, oh God, like what can I do? I've done everything.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So I can't even picture that for streaming. Um, for me personally, because I've already done it and I feel like I can't do it again.
Well, I think the reason it took me so long to finish is because, first of all, I always get lost. So I will like run around a tree like 10 times before I actually find something. And it's also, I just yap so much and I don't get anything done. So like one quest will take me like 2 streams and it's ridiculous. I just can't do anything. I can't get anything done, and that's why it took me so long. I think if it was on my own, I would have quit it long ago.
I mean, okay, I mean that's honestly fair. But I
Hmm.
mean, you did the best you did, and you know, I meant you've had a lot of fun with it, like you said.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, you know, with the mods, you did the best you could, and the reading. I wasn't aware of the reading, so I wasn't familiar with your game on that one. Um, I still think you should make like a video of you reading all the books in Skyrim, and then just post
All
that on
of them.
YouTube.
Oh, that would take me. I don't actually know how long that would take. That's a really good idea, actually, but it would take me so long. I
It
don't
would,
even know
it
how
would.
many there are.
Actually, I want to check quickly. How many books in Skyrim?
Wow, how long would that video be?
There
10
is
hours?
337 books in Skyrim.
Jesus Christ. That would take me days.
Are you sure days is the right word? I think it's
Well,
gonna take several weeks.
to be fair, some books are very short. Sometimes you've got like just 3 lines. Like not every book is very long. So I think it's definitely doable. But it will take a long time, yeah.
Um, but you see, then there's like the underline, like what do you consider like a book and what don't you consider part of the books? Because you get journals, you get letters, you
Oh.
know.
I would not read journals. No. I would read just the books, yeah.
But, but what happens if they have a story in them?
Don't care. It's not a
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes.
Okay. Um, you know, during your like streaming, you know, since 2023 until now 2025, um, did you ever feel like pressure to stay in your lane when it came to just streaming, specifically like
Mm.
Elder Scroll games, or or not?
Um. Ooh. This was. I don't really know. Um. I never. Okay, I wouldn't say never. I did. This is a difficult question. I didn't really know how to answer this. I like. I wouldn't say I felt like I had to play Skyrim, but it was definitely like the fear of, you know, losing viewers, but also like when I raided um, other Skyrim, streamers, I would always think like, oh, am I going to lose viewers to this person, because we're playing the same game and everything and stuff like that as well. So I did. I don't know. I feel like it was kind of the opposite. Like I felt like I had to branch out. I don't think I ever felt like I have to play Skyrim now. Um, because even when I was playing Skyrim every week, I always wanted to play something else as well. Just kind of to keep it interesting for myself. I think otherwise I'd go insane. So no, definitely not. I would say no.
Okay, I mean that's fair. That's fair. Um, I want to just go into that a bit more. Why did you feel like if you started raiding into like other Skyrim or Elder Scrolls streamers, you'd feel like you're losing viewers, like potentially. I mean, I feel like that is like a common fear a lot of people have, and it is a natural thing to be fair, because you know people will come and go.
Yeah.
especially with streaming. I feel like with streaming, it's heavily implied,
Yeah.
um, um, because sometimes people might just enjoy you, and then they might just try to see if the grass is green on the other side, and
Yeah.
it won't be because why would they leave the best Noah? Like, come on, like first of all, we already have a problem there. Okay, just give me the mod, and I'm gonna ban them after that. Okay, um,
Thank
um.
you. Thank you.
But I mean, in all honesty, that is like a lot of people have this opinion on it, and
Mm.
I feel like people shouldn't, because if you really want to build a community that you really love and appreciate, and that supports you through everything, they would like stay with you even if they know there's like someone better out there, or
Mm.
someone that does things very differently compared to you. Um, So I don't know. That's how I see it. Like, I
Yeah.
prefer having the people that will still stick around, even in my boring arcs.
Well, I did I did at one point have when I still before this model actually, I had a period where I was really really insecure about rating people because often in chat I would get people comparing me with other people and other VTubers like, oh, she does this as well, and it kind of made it that they're pointing out that we're kind of the same, so this means that they just could go over there instead or something. It was like this constant anxiety that because they're comparing you, they might find out that the other person is better. So often I had difficulty with rating people because it really
Oh,
scared me. I was like, oh, they're gonna see that they're really like a lot cooler than me. So often I would only raid people. I mean, I still do. I only usually raid people that I know. But that's also partly because I kind of just always want to dip after stream. I just want to relax. And I feel an obligation to talk to people when I raid them. So that's also a part of it. But that period before I had this model, I felt like it was really hard to individualize myself as well because there's only so much you can do with a non-custom model.
mm,
So yeah, I just felt like I couldn't show people that I'm my own person and I'm not these other people. I'm me. But when I got this model, it helped a lot, and I feel like it showed people that I'm not the same. But I definitely struggled with it for a while, and I felt really bad as well. Because these people were all lovely. I'm here like, oh no, I don't want them to be better than me. It's just really conflicting feeling.
I, I I personally think that is like a good thing to go through that, because I
Mm,
feel like it gives you perspective after you go through that. Because I feel like every streamer goes through that at one
mm,
stage in life. I know I've been going through that, not recently, but like throughout
mm.
my streaming and everything.
Yeah,
Um, where it's kind of like the insecurity, the envy starts kicking in, when it comes to certain things.
yeah.
Especially like when you raid into people. Like, believe me, I even had that. I was like, maybe my viewers don't like me. I raid into someone amazing, and I'm like, damn, I lost everyone. I'm done. I'm starting from square one again. It's over. I might as well rebrand right there. Okay.
That's so real.
Like, I can already imagine this. Okay, I'm gonna raid into Noah. Everyone loves Noah. No one comes back. I'm like changing my name. I'm starting anew.
No, why would they do that? We're so different. Like, we have different things to offer.
Listen, yeah, the way you're saying that, and after we got the information saying you were paid for your services, it just, I don't know, it's going on a very different route right now.
What do you mean? What does that mean? What the hell? Are you saying that
Oh,
I'm not genuine?
no, I never implied anything, and I plead the fifth, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
speak to my lawyer.
But I'm your lawyer. I'm gonna talk to myself right now, sorry.
Imagine you just leave for a second, go to the mirror, and be like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I apparently was
Just.
supposed to argue about something." I hope you know I would do that in person. Okay, I'm very dramatic that way.
You would talk to yourself in person?
No, no, no. Like in that scenario, like if I had to, like you said, I had to go talk to myself about something, I would go to a mirror and I would just start speaking to myself randomly, just to be dramatic.
Honestly, this is maybe a bit weird, but I feel like one of the main reasons why I yap so well on stream is because before I started streaming, whenever I would game, I would talk to myself. Like if I got killed in World of Warcraft, I would be like, "You little bitch." Like I would be shit talking to myself. I was like, you know. So I feel like it comes so naturally because I've always done this. Now it's just there's actual people there.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. That is true. Um, yeah, I mean
I'm not
that
insane, I
is
promise.
that is interesting though. No, I get that because I'm very similar though. I kind of do talk to myself. When I
Mm,
start doing things, when I'm working on things. It is very annoying because when people start like hearing what I'm saying, they just
mm.
like, Natsu, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm working. It's like, why are you talking to yourself? I'm working. What do you want from me? I'm working here.
I'm walking here. That's so real.
And then yeah, so I do it all the time. So
Mm.
maybe I'm the delulu one also. Maybe that's why I yap too much also. Because
Yeah,
when I go
see?
for walks, even I just start talking to myself, because I think aloud. And I
That's
don't know
so
if that's a
true.
good
I
thing.
did it just now. I Someone walked in a puddle next to me and I was like, "You fucking idiot." He splashed all over my legs. I was like, "What the?" But
Well,
I said
you
it
haven't
silently,
asked for
obviously.
that.
I was like, "You fucking idiot."
I
So
feel
you wouldn't
like
hear me.
indirectly you asked for that.
Why? What? No, there was like a huge puddle in the middle of the street. I was walking there, and he just fucking splashed his foot in the middle of the puddle for like no reason. And he was like, "Oh, there's a puddle there." I'm like, "Yeah, you fucking idiot. Do you have eyes?"
I'm
Silently,
just
obviously.
I'm just saying, okay. I'm not saying anything. But clearly
Okay.
you said something and karma instantly hit you, so I
No,
don't know.
I didn't say anything. I didn't even know this guy existed until that point. Yes.
The puddle says otherwise, okay? That is our witness and we can interrogate him later.
I've already forgotten which puddle it was, sorry.
You see, now that's even worse. Where's the eyewitness? We've lost the case already.
I don't think puddles have eyes.
I mean, they feel things.
Yeah.
um, okay, back onto topic.
Yeah, not so.
Uh,
God.
okay, listen here. This is just how it's gonna always be. Alright. What were like the cons, both mentally and like creatively, just being a part of like, just only doing Elder Scrolls content, um, when you were like streaming and everything.
I think the main pro that I can think of, um, is that I just didn't have to plan anything. Like people knew what to expect. I was gonna play Skyrim either way. Like I don't have to make any stream. I mean, I do make a stream schedule for like times and everything, but it was just
Mm.
Skyrim, so that was really handy. Um, but I suppose the con is yeah, just it like I said, it became really boring and kind of um I was just not having fun, and it was also just I felt kind of directionless. Like I didn't really know what I was doing, and at one point because there was like nothing to do, I was kind of like, why am I even streaming anymore? Why am I even playing anymore? This is not fun, you know.
Mm.
And that's why I kind of burnt out. Yeah, I felt burnt out. I feel like that's a good word. And I eventually thought, I don't have to do this. So I ended up making these goals for myself, like I need to do all the achievements. We're gonna do that. I want to do everything you can do, like, finish all the hardest achievements here, and then do modded stuff, do 10 cool quests and then quit. So I just made a goal for myself because I felt like I was just standing there doing nothing, just, running around being an idiot. And then once I did that, it felt kind of like a nice finish, I suppose. So, yeah. Even though I was really bored of it, I think in the end I figured it out okay, and I had a nice like end to it, you know?
Mm. Um, this is just like a follow-up question with what you
Hmm.
said. Do you feel like you would ever stop playing the Elder Scrolls games as like once you do everything you wanted to do for your goals?
Yes. Yes.
You're just like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm starting to tell it. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Um,
um well, so I've been talking about this for weeks actually. So now that I finally finished Skyrim, I'm planning to like make a final YouTube video. It just takes a lot of effort, so I've not finished it yet.
yeah,
Um,
I know.
but the main part of it was that I wanted to just do whatever there is to do in Morrowind and Oblivion, and then do my Elder Scroll lore presentation, and then that's kind of the end of it. That's kind of the final thing, and then I kind of want to, yeah, try something else. I am a bit scared though because even though I quit Skyrim, I'm obviously still playing Elder Scroll games, so it kind of feels like nothing really changed. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, I'm a bit, yeah, scared of that final push where I don't play any of it anymore. Um, I That's why I'm trying to like find a new big thing like Final Fantasy or something where it still feels like I'm going to play the same game endlessly, but it's not Elder Scrolls, I guess. Yeah. I don't know
You
if that
know,
answered your question.
I think that's yeah, no. I think that's a very healthy way of also doing it and everything.
Hmm.
Um I obviously it is scary. Don't get me wrong, it is very scary. Like basically just abandoning this identity that you've developed throughout the years. Um but honestly, I think it takes a lot of courage to do it, believe me.
Hmm.
Just like leaving everything behind and you're like, okay, I'm starting afresh now. I'm trying to do something new. I can't do this anymore. I need to do something new. Believe me, I've had like that mindset for like the past like year or two, where I'm just like, I can't only do the same thing. I had a rule for the
Hmm.
longest time. If a game took more than 3 streams, I'm not gonna do it. That was
Really?
that was like after I finished or I stopped playing Dead by Daylight, that was like
Hmm.
my rule because I really didn't want to repeat games. It kind of
Hmm.
just changed over time. So now I am
Yeah.
like repeating some games because I'm going more for enjoyment now. So I'm not going more for like
Okay.
just variety content. Um, because I kind of want to enjoy games too. All right, I just
Hmm.
don't want to
Hmm.
only put like the entertainment part of it.
Hmm.
Um, because they are games that I generally do want to play and enjoy, and I feel like because of streaming, I don't actually have time to like play games or stream anymore. Because
Really?
it's just like planning for this stream, planning for that stream,
Hmm.
um, working on how to be, better, like better vocally, working on voice acting, working on singing, all these types of things. And then, like, at the
Singing.
end of it, you're just like tired. Oh, I use that as an example.
Oh, oh. I was
I
about to
mean, who
say
knows?
like
Who knows?
burst
Maybe
into
in the
song
future,
now.
maybe. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe.
Really? Okay,
Maybe,
let's do a
maybe.
collab.
Oh, I mean, do you know how to sing?
Yes, actually. I used to be in a
Okay, well, you
band.
see now I feel very insecure and very out of place. Okay, I don't know how to sing.
No,
I
I
think
don't
you
feel
see that
insecure.
snow hill behind. I'm gonna go hide there. Goodbye.
No, I don't. We're in the pub, actually.
Oh no, not the pub hallucination again.
It never stopped. What do you mean? We're
I'm
going
not
from
gonna
pub
say.
to pub. We're doing a pub crawl.
We went to another pub. Okay.
We did. L pub.
We went from what's Riften to Whiterun.
Yeah, yeah. It's gone all over.
Um, but yeah, no, I don't know. It's like one of those things where when you just only do the like one type of content, it just I guess it kind of takes that sweet feeling away from streaming. This is like
Hmm.
from my personal experience. That once you start doing other things again, it's kind of like that spark comes back, and you're just like,
Hmm.
I want to do this, I want to do that,
Hmm.
I want to do so many things now.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I totally feel that.
yeah, you're like, I finally have that spark in my eye again.
Well, I mainly had it when I was designing my current model. Like I was like, this is really fun, you know? Like thinking of your story and then thinking of how to design everything. It was just so fun. I don't know. That's the most fun I've had with it, to be honest.
I mean, that's good, especially like I get this because this is what's also happened to me recently.
Mm.
So for people that don't know, I made a 1.0. We have it. It's not rigged and everything. Um
Mm.
and it's based off this model I currently have, but obviously a more
Mm.
grown-up version.
Oh, not
Unless,
a baby.
meme-ish. Um and what happened was I got the model after many delays, and I just said this isn't me. Like I literally looked at it back when I first commissioned. I was like, this I like this idea, and then over time I just realized this isn't me. This is not who I am. I don't want to be with this model or this design.
Yeah.
Um, and then I started working on my 2.0. That is technically my 1.0 now. Um,
Mm.
um, and it was so hands-on. Like me and the artist worked so hands-on,
Yeah.
and honestly, it was one of the best experience. It is a model that I love and I would die for. Like
Yeah.
it's so like it was so hands-on that I would love to make a cosplay of it. Um,
Ooh.
one day. So
Sounds
we'll
fun.
see what happens. The model
Oh,
should
I'm
be
really
done actually
excited.
in December.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
art-wise, rigging, that's another story.
Rigging is so hard, actually. I tried it once, like, rage quit so quick.
You just put like one node in, and you're like, why isn't it moving? Okay,
No, I was
dead fault.
watching a video and they said, do this, do this, do this, and then the eye should move. I did it, nothing moved, and I'm like, well, I quit.
That's such a Noah thing. You're just like, nah, I'm good, fam. Goodbye. Like I know eyeing, I'm okay. All right, bye bye. No, but I definitely get like where you came from. Because once I started like after designing the model and everything, I started seeing content in a new way. Like I started seeing
Mm,
what can I do? How can I like start making things better,
mm,
content wise? And I was just like, I can see this type of model doing this type of content, and I really
mm,
want to do this type of content now,
mm.
and then like that type of things. And then obviously the law, I think the law part is just like the most amazing part when it comes to
Yeah.
VTubing. Also the most frustrating.
Yes. Yes. I also actually kind of had a hint of embarrassment when I first had to tell people. Because I don't know. I like my lore. I love my lore, and I really resonate with it. But it's just I felt like a little kid. I don't know. I felt like a bit embarrassed to say like, so yeah, I'm a maid cat, and I have goldfish powers. Yes. But
You
people
gotta,
kind of just embraced it. So
yeah, you gotta say it with pride. All right.
yes, yes.
I mean, so I didn't really release the lore for Natsu because, well, I didn't release my original 1.0. So
Hmm.
the only thing I basically wrote was Natsu basically escaped from hell, and that's kind of true, but
Hmm.
very vague.
Hmm. That is vague. Yeah.
So whenever I introduce myself, I never mention that part. I never. The only thing
Hmm.
I ever mention is that I'm gonna snatch your food because I'm a food snatcher. Um,
Oh, okay.
and that's true. I basically say if you have pizza, it's not your pizza, it's my pizza. If I have pizza, it's still my pizza.
Reminds me to
Um,
never had dinner with you.
okay, okay. Let's say I will share some things,
Hmm.
but just remember it's our food, okay? It's not your food.
Uh, uh, I can't accept that. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. I'll just say, look, there's a plane, and then you look there, and then all your food's gone.
I would never look away
And
from
you
my
would look,
food.
you would look. I would be
I
very,
would not.
I'll be very
Yeah?
convincing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am really gullible, to be fair. It might work, actually.
I'd be like, look, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's just our waiter holding a weirdly strange cup, and then you would look, and then I take your food.
Disgraceful.
I'd do it with a smile on my face.
That doesn't help you.
um, okay. So, okay, so this is of like recent now because you're like stepping out of your depths now and you're doing like new
Mm.
type of content,
Mm.
especially with the reading. So this is a two-part question. Let me first
Mm.
ask this: why did you start with the reading? Like, how did you come to that?
Um, well, like I said, I read in Skyrim before, and people like that. So that already gave me an inkling of like, ooh, maybe I should do that more, but I never really took the step. But I've always wanted to read more, like in my own time. Like I feel like there's so many books that I wanted to read and I never really got into. So this was kind of like, you know, the perfect opportunity, I suppose. And
Mhm.
after, doing it in Skyrim and then doing like the trial thing during Halloween and everything and it going well, I kind of just, yeah, took the step. Just because, once again, it's just something I like doing. I think it's fun. So, it's been honestly a really nice change to just kind of chill out and read and drink tea, It's great.
Drink tea and read.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, in the beginning, I had a really tough time actually because my voice kept going. Like, because you need to, be loud enough, but also be, soft and
Expressive.
everything. Yeah, and you have to like pronounce everything correctly, and it really strains your voice.
It
So,
really does. It really
yes,
does.
I had a really tough time.
No, but I think it's really courageous and everything. I know when you were reading the Frankenstein
Mm,
books and everything, I would just
mm.
have you in the background because it is very nice and comfy to have you in the background and listen to it. Um, but no, I think that's really cool, and I can definitely see like your content in the future if you ever do like shorts and stuff like that, or like certain YouTube videos. I can definitely see you doing like a mini series of like stories, like short stories, and I think that might
Ooh.
actually suit your type of content maybe in the future.
What kind of short stories? Like
Like
actual
any,
books or any?
like
Ooh,
any that you feel is like that you would love to do.
oh, maybe. I mean, that might be better than a long book. Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I'm kind of like still seeing what I'm doing, to be honest. I don't really know what
I
I'm
mean, you're
doing yet.
experimenting right now.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Yeah.
Um, no, because I don't know if you get this a lot. I know I get it on my TikTok a lot. It's kind of
Mm.
just like those random stories that is just like always there telling you. I don't know. It's based on like Chinese novels or stuff like that, and it's just
Ah.
always on my feed. And I'm like, some of them catch me, and I'm just like, why
Yeah.
am I listening to this? And I'm just
Yeah,
there for like
same.
just listening to the whole thing. I'm like, well, I'm here now, so I'm invested. So I can like I said, I can definitely see you doing something like that in future.
I mean,
Um,
I don't. I think that would be like a lot of people would watch it, but I don't think I would enjoy it. So I don't know if I would.
I mean, yeah, who knows? You might enjoy
Hmm.
it.
Perhaps, perhaps.
I mean, you won't enjoy the editing of it for sure.
Oh man, I'm so slow. I it's so hard. It takes so
Oh,
much time.
actually, let's take a sidetrack that on actually go into that. For I
Hmm.
kid you not, editing is like the bane of my existence. I'm just like, I have the whole day free. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna edit this, and
Hmm.
and it'll be fine. And then I can like post something at the end of the week.
Hmm.
I don't even open my program.
Yeah, it's a pain in
um,
the ass, isn't it?
it's, it is a lot though, and I mean,
Hmm.
I think it also comes down to, so I'm a perfectionist, and I feel like this is
Hmm.
my biggest
Them.
downfall when it comes to editing specifically, because if
Hmm.
it's not like even 99% to what I envisioned, my mind is like, nah, I don't want this.
Hmm. No, I have that as well. I think the main thing for me, the reason that I don't really make that many YouTube videos is because it takes so much effort and then sometimes like no one watches it and it's just really demotivating, I suppose.
Yeah.
That it's not even worth it.
I guess it is like that in the beginning though.
Mm.
But you kind of just have to force yourself and do it. That's kind of like what I'm trying to do for December,
Yeah.
where I want to just try and put like well, I'm gonna do more on the clip sides, not YouTube videos, because
Mm.
I don't know how to do YouTube videos. That's my issue. Because so this is more like me personally. I don't
Mm.
feel like I'm good enough for YouTube videos because I don't know that style yet
Yeah.
of how to do it. Because I know how to yap, I know how to talk to people in
Mm.
chat, I know how to be silly. But then outside of that, I'm like, how do you do a YouTube video without going crazy? Because I need to talk to people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way that I do YouTube videos, I kind of just compile a bunch of like funny moments and then add like stupid sounds and then that's the video. I don't really I mean, I am planning to do a like an actual video like I said the 10 modded quests. Like I'm making that actual proper. But usually it's just compiled things.
Mm. You know, okay, this is also another sidetrack of a sidetrack.
Mm. Okay.
I think you know, when you decide to like end everything of Skyrim, I feel like you should make like a whole like video on how your character like started the adventure and then how it ended. And then you just leave it in a mystery. I think that would be a really cool like end of Elder Scrolls video for you.
Hmm, what do you mean like in a mystery?
You know, like Noah just disappeared one day and was never seen again. You know,
She left her
something or
2 children and her wife.
that's that's crazy. I mean, yeah, like it could be anything, you know. And I think that would be like a nice like send off, you know,
Mm,
specifically for like the amount of time and effort you put into the Elder Scrolls. You kind
mm,
of just made this whole like D&D character of yourself in the Skyrim universe. And then obviously this will take a lot of time to edit and then,
yeah.
voice act and everything. And then you kind of just end it there, and that's kind of like the end of your journey.
Mm. Well, I think the problem with that is that I, I mean, I'd have to go back in my old files, I think, to like see how I looked first. But I don't, I, I didn't make a VOD channel until recently, so most of the VODs that I had are gone. So there's not really much I can do.
That's fine. You know, you can use your like today's voice. You know, you can just like reanimate a lot of the things you did. You know, just record it again and be like, yeah, this was back then. Like you on stage and else you weren't there.
Sorry?
No, no, you could basically just say like, well, you guys weren't there. You don't know if this is like wasn't back
That's
then or
true. I
not.
mean, they were there. They were there though. People will know.
Shh,
They will sniff it
they don't
out.
know. They don't know.
They can see us right now.
Okay, okay. I mean, I was- I'm not saying anything on that part. I plead the fifth. All right, Yana, I plead the fifth.
Okay. Yes.
Um, I feel like I've already asked this, but I didn't ask it in this way. Do you kind of feel guilty that you're kind of stepping away from everything and you're like, you know, with your goals like eventually coming to a close with the Elder Scrolls game?
No.
You don't. You're just like, no, I'm done. I'm just done. Goodbye.
No, I wouldn't say guilty at all. I had so much fun. I did what I set out to do. I feel like, I achieved something and I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of viewers through it, and I feel like I found a new type of love with it because with starting to play Skyrim on stream and everything, I started getting into the lore recently as well. And I kind of, after doing the World of Warcraft lore stream and everything, I kind of found out that I really, really, really like doing that. I really like getting into lore things and exploring it and just explaining it to people. And I like that in general. Like, I like finding things out. Like, I am like a sponge of information. But obviously, I forget everything. But, like, I like writing it down. But yeah, I don't know. No, I don't feel guilty at all. I'm just very, very happy that I experienced it. It was really fun. Because the reason I started playing Skyrim on stream was because I remember playing it in high school and like doing jack shit. I would just walk around killing things and I never really got into the quests properly. So I was like, guys, I think we should just like actually play the game. That's what I did. And yeah, no. I think it ran its course. I had fun with it, and yeah, that's it.
I love that answer. I love that answer actually.
Hmm.
No, that's honestly good. I like that mindset, that twist of it also.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, if you really want to go into a game with a lot of lore, don't worry. The Warhammer franchise will keep you busy for a lifetime.
Oh, no, Warhammer. Oh, goodness. Keep that away from me. At least it's not League.
Okay, like, why would I say that? Like, Warhammer lore is crazy. I can't even tell you half of the things because that is just on another level. Like, I think I know some stuff, but that's like not even a fraction. That is like a fraction of a fraction that I
Hmm.
know.
But I know a lot of people love it. Like, I
Um,
see so many people that, like, talk about it all the time.
it is very lore dense. It is very lore dense. I think there's a couple of books
Uh,
of it actually.
oh, that's fun.
Um,
I like game books. That's top tier.
um, yeah, no, I think there is quite a few books of it.
Hmm.
Um, I obviously I don't read, so I can't say anything.
You can't read?
I love to
What does that
experience
say?
things. I don't read. I
What
don't
does the
read.
chat say? You can't read?
No, I said I don't read. There's a difference.
You're
I don't
illiterate?
read books. I don't read books. Listen,
Why
my chat
not?
can tell you. I just sometimes I don't even read what they say. I just twist their words, okay, just for the sake of it.
I
Hey, look,
see. Well, I
they
feel like
fight me all the time. Okay, I'm fighting back.
that's fair. That's fair. But I feel like it is a common thing for streamers either to not read their chat or to read it incorrectly. Like this is like a global problem. I feel like if you don't do that, you're not a streamer.
You see, my issue is so obviously I have ADHD and I'm always
Mm,
moving around. So, and I'm
mm,
always looking around. And when I
mm.
look at chat, I skim it. I don't like, pause, look dead center into chat's eyes, very like voidless eyes, or this giant big blob that I call chat, and I look them, very intently and then read whatever they have to say. I kind of just look it on the side quickly, and then I go back to my game. I could be
Wait, you
fighting a
don't even read
boss.
it?
Yeah, I mean, I do read it.
Okay.
Sometimes correctly, sometimes incorrectly.
Mm.
I could be fighting a boss, we're both on 1 HP. I'll glance, I'll speak to chat, I'll die, and I'll be like, was it worth it? No. But I would still do the same thing again. Because whenever I see movement on my corner, my eye just instantly
Yeah.
look. It is so
Yeah.
bad.
Same. Same. It is really hard to combine it with gaming sometimes, especially if you're doing something like that requires concentration. I remember actually getting mad at someone in chat before because I misread. No, I didn't know what the word was that they said. What was it? Um, oh, um, I thought they called me stupid, but the word actually meant something else. Oh, I
Like
can't
what?
remember. Yeah, it was like, um, oh,
You're full of spunk.
he messaged me recently to remind me, and I was like, I forgot about that. He was like, oh yes, he said that I said an oxymoron, and I thought he was
Oh,
calling me a moron. I was like, what the fuck?
that's crazy.
I didn't know what it meant, but I just read it as moron.
I
Okay.
mean, to be fair, like English is like your second language, correct?
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
that
yes.
makes sense. That makes sense. Um, but to be fair, if I had to quickly glance at that, I would also be like, "What? Why am I called a moron? What? What did I do?
I
I
know.
didn't
That's
do
what I'm
anything."
saying.
Mostly because I would have forgotten what I said in the first place, so I'd be
Hmm.
very confused on why they said that.
Oh man, I do that all the time. Like I'll ask
Uh,
someone something and then they'll answer. I'm like, what are you talking about?
oh, yeah, don't worry. I've noticed. I've noticed. I've
It's not on
noticed. Don't you
purpose.
worry.
I try so hard to remember. I always forget people's like country as well. Like I have to ask people where they're from like a million times. I never know. I mix everyone. It's also because everyone in my chat is from Scandinavia, but I don't know which flavor. It's always like Norwegian, Swedish, and they're just all the same. I'm sorry. They're not the same, but they're like they all blend together for me, so I always forget which one is which. Yeah.
That is no, no, that's fair. That is fair. No, I get that. No, I know on my end, it's kind of like I would just gonna rant about something, and then after I said what I said, it's just gone. And then like someone would say something, and I'd be like, I won't say it, but in my mind, I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? I don't know what they're talking about. What am I supposed to say? And then I'm just like,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
agree, yeah. And then I just take the conversation elsewhere. It's so
That's right.
bad. So you gotta
It's
fake it till you
hard.
make it.
Yeah, you gotta fake it. That's true. That's true.
Okay. So this is I guess this is kind of I don't know if you can answer this question right now, but because you are experimenting with a lot of things and everything, is there
Hmm.
any like things you are trying to rediscover as a content creator now, since you are like experimenting with a lot of content now?
Rediscover. Or
Or
like just
discover,
discover.
rediscover
Um,
or discover.
uh, I don't really know. Um, well, I'm definitely like thinking of new ways to go. The reading part was one of the things I wanted to do. Um, but you actually mentioned it before. I kind of want to get into singing. But it's really, really scary for me because I'm very critical of myself. So I remember when I first started streaming, I had redeems where you know, can redeem a song that I need to sing, right? But often people would pick a song that I didn't know. So obviously it would sound really bad because I don't know how it goes. And that just made me want to quit the whole thing altogether. But I didn't actually think that far ahead and be like, oh, I could just, choose what songs I sing. Um, but yeah, that's something I really would like to explore because I used to be in a band and write
Oh.
songs. Um, but I never really, yeah, I kind of got lazy with it and never really took it any further. But I really enjoy doing it. Like, I've always enjoyed doing it. Like when I was a kid and everything, I loved writing poetry as well. I was like really into creative writing. So I would love to get back into that and kind of make it part of the thing, of my thing, I don't know. But that's one of the things I'd like to discover, to see whether I would actually like doing that on stream.
So what I'm hearing, okay, I might have blocked out a lot of things.
Okay.
2026, we're gonna have a Noah concert. Guys, write that down in your calendar. Write it every month. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll be in one of those months, okay? Just always ask Noah concert when, okay? Singing when, all right? Um,
Okay.
no, I
Maybe,
honestly,
maybe.
I think just do it, you know? Like the worst the worst thing that happens, you don't like what you do, but everyone else loves it, right?
Hmm.
Best case scenario, you love the type of singing you do, you love the content you do, and then you do mainly singing.
Hmm.
Um,
Well,
or, or, worst case of the worst case is, you get recruited into a rock band, a VTuber rock band, and now you're stuck in a VTuber rock band for the rest of your life.
that would actually be kind of sick. A VTuber band. Are there VTuber bands? Is that a thing?
I don't think so. I don't actually think so.
I don't think so. I saw that Iron Mouse like posted a video recently with two other VTubers, and she's been doing like some collabs, but I don't think she's got like a solid band. There is a boy band? Oh wow, really? I'm actually really interested. That seems really cool.
I mean, I know like with like Hololive and Nisanji and everything, there is obviously they kind of do have collabs where they do a lot of like idol
Hmm.
related things, but that's kind of it. Outside of that,
Hmm.
I haven't really seen any bands.
Yeah, and like not seriously. I feel like no. Well, it might be like a small one that I don't know, but yeah, never heard of it. Hmm. Should we
Hmm.
become a band? You want to become a band?
uh, I don't think my singing is there yet. Okay, I'm
You
not a
can
good
you can
singer.
rap. You can rap. You can be like boom boom, choo, boom, boom, choo, boom,
Okay,
you
you're gonna love what I'm about to say then.
know. Okay.
I feel like with singing, I'm tone deaf, so I don't actually know how to like add, tone to my singing. And also, I don't know how to
Interesting.
sing from my chest,
What does that
if
mean?
if that makes sense. Because it's kind of like um when you speak, you kind of speak through the throat type of thing. I don't know how to bring it from the chest, and it's so bad. Because I had voice actors in episode 2 of like Detention of Natsu and everything, and
Oh,
we were talking about this, and I was like, I don't know how you do it. Like, how do you how do you use your chest to speak? I'm just
uh,
speaking normally. I don't know how to do it.
I I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I can't even imagine. What do you mean from your? I don't. You just speak.
So basically, it's kind of like how you change your tone a lot on how
Oh,
where it resonates from. And I
yeah.
don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
Oh. Maybe you
So
watch a YouTube tutorial.
watch a YouTube video. I mean, I okay, all right. I might be spoiling things, but it's okay. So I actually do have a friend that is potentially teaching me singing. So they good luck to them. Good luck to them for first of all trying to get me to know how to sing. That's gonna be funny. Um, but it's mostly more for voice acting that I went to this person because I kind of want to get to the range where I can start doing a lot more silly things.
Yeah.
I want
That
to
is
maybe I want to be in a
crazy.
cartoon.
What the hell? Wait, what? You want to be in a cartoon? I mean, do it,
uh,
you know?
I don't have the voice just yet. Okay, I have
Don't
the
worry, you'll get there.
silliness there. Okay, I need that that cartoon voice.
Well, once you get there, join my band.
Join my band.
We have no
Okay, well,
instruments, but that's okay.
y you gotta tell me the band's name then.
Oh, ooh, that's a bit too far ahead. We haven't even made the band yet.
Now, you see, look, come on, you gotta have those steps there, okay? Why don't we call
Um,
ourselves the Nyom? You know, the old
what
nickname I had for you.
about? No, no, no. Wait, people won't know how to write that. That's not good. What about the Hell Bowl?
The Hal Bowl.
Yeah, because like fish bowl and you hell, so Hell Bowl.
How
Yes.
about you name it Fishy Experience?
Sounds like a game.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Okay, listen, yeah, listen. You can't hate on
Yeah.
mine, all right? I didn't hate
I
on
yours
yours.
mine is so much better.
Okay, okay. Well, that's subjective to you. Okay, that's crazy.
I'm just so much better at this, obviously.
Oh, okay. Listen, yeah. I I wasn't gonna say anything, but I don't think Halball is it. Okay, I feel like we can think
What
of
the fuck?
something else that doesn't make us seem
Wow.
like we're part of the Super
Wow.
Bowl underground, like section of it.
What?
Okay.
I didn't even think about that. What the hell? See, you're
Exactly. You
just
didn't think about
okay.
that.
Let's split up the band for creative differences, I think.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying I'm taking Steve and I'm taking the pets.
What the fuck? I didn't even know we had Steve. What?
Look,
That's fucked
you
up.
see, you weren't really looking, okay? You see, you were
I
too focused on one thing. There were many other things, and I
I
decided
was
to
too
take
focused on
Steve.
work. I had what I wanted all along. Oh no.
Um, but yeah, okay, but
Wait. Pause.
yeah,
Pause.
pause,
Can we
pause, pause.
pause? Can we be right
Yeah.
back for a second?
Oh yeah, take your time,
Can we
take your time.
do an intermission? Yes.
Intermission, yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's the word. Yes. Be right back. I will.
Right, 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 right. Oh, where's my music actually? Oh, I was yapping for so long that Discord actually cut my music again. Why, Discord? Why don't you just let me listen to music? Can I not yap for like 10 minutes straight? Is this an issue? Do we have just commitment issues? Do you not like committing to me just talking for like 2 minutes? Apparently so. Apparently so. So yeah, I mean, this is the intermission. I've never had an intermission on the podcast. I don't know what to say. So word for our sponsors that well, they don't exist. So, guys, remember to hydrate. Remember to eat all the yummy food. And if it's pizza, I'm gonna be approaching you very soon to steal that. But yeah, so. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying today's chat with Noah. Noah looks so happy in the corner there. It's so crazy. Um so yeah, we kind of just doing our like own thing today. Just talking about the niches of streaming and then, talking about like overcoming it and stuff like that. Like for a lot of people that don't know, I used to be a Dead by Daylight streamer, and now I'm not. Now I won't even touch that game. I think no one's back. Maybe having a mini seizure. A bit confused, a bit lost. Never mind, they went back to sleep. It's okay. No, 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 no. Okay, they seem fine. They have spirit. That's the only thing that really matters. Okay, they went back to sleep. Anyways.
I have returned.
You have returned. Welcome. Welcome back.
Hello. Hello, hello. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of tea.
No, no, you're fine. You're fine. Don't stress about it. So don't worry. We almost near the end. All right, and
Oh,
then
wow.
you can disappear into the void.
Damn, it's gone so fast.
I know. I mean, we're just yapping. All right, we're just having a lovely time.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what would be one of my goals if like streaming ever pays off and everything? I would love to have
Yeah.
like a podcast room, like an actual podcast room, and just have like two
Ooh.
comfy couches and then just bring like the guest on for like the day or
Hmm.
two. And then we just
Hmm.
have the cast there in person, we argue, we fight.
Hmm.
Um, and then if I say something funny, like I get to laugh and you just look at me dead in the eyes and be like, that wasn't funny. And then I'm
No,
just
it would
dying of
always be
laughter on the floor.
funny. No, you know what you should do? You should like get your model commissioned in VR chat and then invite people over there.
So funny thing about like the whole VR chat and everything, I do want to
Hmm.
go into VR chat eventually.
Oh, really?
Um, it is the one type of content that I want to actually go into. Obviously, it's a very
Hmm.
expensive thing to go into because you need like the headsets,
Well, you
good
don't have
tracking.
to have a headset to play VR chat, but it makes it more fun. Yeah.
It does, it does. It adds more motion to it because I move a lot. So you don't
Mm-hmm.
actually see me moving my hands all the time when I'm
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
And if I have VR chat, I'm gonna be walking around nonstop, believe me.
Right.
Um, but yeah, VR chat content is something I would love to go into in future. Obviously, when the finance department says, "Hey, Natsu, here you go. You can spend some money," and I'm like, "Okay, I can spend some money. Thank you."
Nice.
Uh, but yeah, I to be fair, the type of content I'm gonna be going into in 2026, if everything goes well and everything, and I'm still around and I don't graduate, um,
Oh.
is I would love to go into more comedy. Actually, I've been looking into
Ooh.
this recently. I would love
Okay.
to have a stand-up show. I've been speaking to someone about this. I would love to have
Really?
it like once a month or like every 2 months. We just have like a stand-up day, where it's kind of
Yeah.
like I prep for an actual proper event, and we just go into it. Yeah,
Wow. That sounds
because
so cool.
I've never seen any other streamer do that, and it's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
weird. I've never seen, well, I've never seen comedians as streamers, and that's like such a weird thing because I feel like it's such a good thing on their end. Like I feel like they would do so well.
I think they would, yeah. But yeah, I've never seen that before. I think it's just not a very popular thing. I feel like usually VTubers are just gamers, and that's kind of it. Or like, some other things, like singers as well. Um, for the
It's a very
rest.
niche market, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. It's good. I found out recently that there's some VTubers that do like educational content as well, and I think that's really cool. Like I think it's cool that there's like VTubers that are doing something completely different.
I mean, yeah, that's true. No, I think in the industry right now, this is definitely us sidetracking again. Um,
Mm.
I feel like in this industry right now, it's so oversaturated that you have to do something new. Um, because everything, like people have done what you've done.
Mm.
And you need to take a unique twist on how you want to do things now.
Mm.
For example, like that's why I said I want to go more on the comedy side because I don't really see any like comedy when it comes to like streamers or anything, or focus mostly on comedy. Like obviously you have people that are just naturally charismatic, that is more on the funny
Yeah.
end, but you don't like actually see like, hey, I want to do a stand-up show, I want to have a comedy day, that type of stuff. You don't really see it. And I find it so weird. Like I can search like comedy streamers and there'll be so little of them and it's so weird.
Well, I feel
I
like the
mean this
main
yeah.
reason is that maybe people think it wouldn't be popular.
You know, I feel like people are in denial. Okay, they're in denial.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. We'll definitely see what happens like in the upcoming year and everything. Because stand up is not easy. It is not easy because you kind of have to know what you have to say beforehand. Even if it's like improv, you kind of have to know how to do a punchline correctly. Because I could just go on my life story about something and like I can make it funny, but then you can be like, is this actually stand up or are you just trying to say a really funny story?
I do think it seems hard to like entertain people, especially like what if something doesn't hit right? How do you recover from that and stuff? And I feel like yeah, maybe that's why people don't do it, but because with stand up, there might be like a delay, so you're kind of waiting for laughs to happen, I guess. So
I think in
maybe
all
that's
honesty, you just turn chat off. You don't even look at chat.
really, but then you're
I
just
think
like speaking to no one.
yeah, like I personally feel you just turn off chat and you just, you have microphone in your hand and you just speak. Like that's all you do because it's just about the comedy show that day. Like it's
Hmm.
not about interacting with chat. Obviously, if you want chat, like let's say a segment you have where you want to say something about chat, where you're just like, random viewer just joins for the first time. So you ask them questions like, "Hey, you new? What brings you to the comedy show?" And then you start like going into it. You ask questions, and then you try and make a
Hmm.
comedic twist out of it.
Hmm.
Obviously, it's not the same, as like when you go to an actual event in person. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, I think it's definitely something you should explore if that's what you want to do, you know? Especially because it is such a niche.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Look, the one thing I will say, the type of streamer or type of content I will be doing is just chatting because I love yapping. I think I yap a bit too much.
Same. But I never switch it to just chatting. I just pretend I'm still gaming. Well, I don't pretend, I try, but yes.
You try. Look, I don't know if this has happened to you. I yap so much, and when we play horror games on my side of things, I stall the game so much where I can't remember what game it was. I stalled it for like 3+ hours with me just yapping and not doing anything in the game, and we went on to stream for like 9+ hours
Mm.
because of it. Because I would just be like, oh, someone raids, I pause the game, I start chatting, and I just don't know when to stop. And then like chat would be like, Natsu, can you start the game? Like, no, I'm chatting to you guys. I'm getting to know you. I want us to have a bonding experience, okay? And I don't want to play the game right now. I hate horrors.
Wait, why do you play it then?
Because people want me to play horror games. They like me shouting.
Well, people like me playing horror games, but I don't really do it. Because I am way too much of a scaredy cat. Is that why you don't like it?
Um, no, I'm just very dramatic. I'm very dramatic and I do like scare easily, but I still get through the
Mm.
game and everything.
Mm. I don't. I just
Um,
stop.
I can't remember what game it was. It wasn't even a scary game. That was the funny part of it all. And I was just every like little creak, every little noise, and I was just like so paranoid. And I was
Mm.
like, no, 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 guys, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, we're in a hotel. There's noises, there's creaking, there's
Mm.
door knobs just like opening and closing. I don't want to do this. I want to go home. Why am I here? Like, I know my wife is here, but can we go? I don't want to be here anymore.
You're in a hotel.
It was
Oh.
the game was made of Skier. That was the game we were playing.
Oh. I don't know
But
that
this was a
one.
long time ago.
Hmm. I think the only game that I got through that was a horror game was Amnesia. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that's not honestly that's not a bad one.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a banger. It was a really fun game.
I never got into the Amnesia games like personally. They just not the type of like horror game I'd like to
Hmm.
play. I know the horror games I played, because after I left Dead by Daylight, I actually did play a lot of horror games because I was like, I will listen to my community. Biggest
Yeah.
mistake of my life, okay? I think I lost like 50 years of my life expectancy because of it.
Oh,
I think I'm on reserves right now, so I don't know. Um,
oh
where I went through
no.
like so many horror games.
Yeah.
And the issue is now I don't know, like if I play a horror game, none of them get me anymore because I got so used to it.
Really? Wait, did you play? I swear I saw you play Mortuary Assistant. Did you play that?
I played it, and you know, I made a twist to the game. I put the jump scares to max, and
Oh,
then it
really?
wasn't that scary. And I
That is
was like,
crazy.
and I was so disappointed because I was like, okay, jump scares are to the max now. Okay, it's gonna always do stuff, and it didn't change anything. And I was like, what?
That
I
is
mean, we died at
crazy.
the end because everything is like super rushed now because of
Yeah.
like the haunting being like times 10. But
Yeah.
it honestly wasn't scary. It was just like, oh, hi there, friend. Are you here to attack me or are you gonna look in the corner? Like, hi.
That is really not my experience at all. I couldn't finish it. I got to the second corpse halfway through and then I quit. Oh wow,
Uh,
my frames are mega low. What the fuck? Something be
uh,
happening.
mm. No, but
But
I get
yeah,
it.
sorry.
No, I do get that though. Um, I'm a person that scares easily, so I do like react a lot when it comes to things. Especially like in the beginning, I could not watch horror movies, or I could never watch like or play horror games because that would like actually affect me.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's why I never really did it in the beginning. But now I don't really care and I'll do it. But there isn't any good horror games. I've played all of them. I've played Visage, I've played Madison, I've played Outlast.
Silent Hill?
Um, Silent Hill, I wouldn't say is really like. I mean, it is a horror game, but I feel like you want a horror game that scares you. Um, I feel like Silent Hill is just like I don't feel like it's a horror game. I feel like it's a horror
What?
experience. It's a horror experience, but not like a true horror game that is out to make you scared.
Okay, I get what you mean. Like it's a scary game, but it's not meant to like give good jump scares and stuff.
Yeah, that type of thing. I don't know
Hmm.
what the actual like phrasing of it is, but yeah.
No, but I
Uh,
understand what you mean.
I know one game I will be playing in future whenever I get
Hmm.
into it again is I will try and finish Outlast 2. I never played 2,
Ooh.
but Outlast 1 traumatized me as a kid, and my community for the
Really?
longest time was trying to get me to play that game. And I got into it. I played it. I literally was complaining the whole time. We finished it, and I said, I hate you guys. And I ended stream.
What was it about?
Outlast?
Yeah.
Um, So you're basically a journalist and you go into this like asylum and you kind of discover what's wrong with it. And then once you're in, you can't really leave, so you have to find a way to escape. And then you kind
Oh.
of expose everything that was happening in there.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before. Hmm.
It
Interesting.
came out, I think, in 2013. I can't remember when. It's when the PS4 got announced. It was one of the free games. That you got with your subscription to play online. That is very ridiculous, but that's another story for another day.
Hmm.
And that's when I played it. I played it on that, on the PS4 for the first time when it came out, and it honestly traumatized me as a kid.
Oh.
So for the longest time, my community was like, "Natsu, you gotta play this. You gotta play this. You gotta play." I'm like, "No, I don't wanna."
And you still did it. Damn, the
Yeah.
sacrifices you make.
So I mean that was like the thing because I was like reaching out to try new content and different things. So I was like, okay, I left one type of content and I was trying something else. So I went to horror games because that's what people wanted. I personally think like horror games is where I would excel the most. because of how I react to things and how I speak to like the environment and everything. Um, because I try and drag it out. Like I'm very Scooby Doo,
Mm.
you know, with everything. Like I would be in a corner looking at like the monster and be like, I don't exist. I don't exist. And I'll look away. I'm like, look, if I don't see you, you don't see me. And then I die immediately after.
Damn. I just
Um,
always look at the floor. That's my tech. And singing, yes.
I mean that's okay. I mean that's true. I just nervous yap.
Yes, I do
Um,
that too.
but yeah, but then kind of like after I did the whole horror game arc of mine, I actually started going into the content I wanted to do in the beginning. I still want to do it, but it's kind of harder now because I'm not at a place growth wise yet to just do this type of content. Where I would love to just be a just chatting streamer. That is like the one thing I would love to do is just chatting, nothing else.
Well, what was
Like if
stopping you?
I'm not there yet growth wise. I feel like
Mm.
once I start having a community that is at least very active all the time throughout the whole stream, then I feel like I can switch to just chatting.
Mm.
I like, we're still baby streamers, so it's like it's
Yeah.
not we can't expect it to be active all the time.
No, that's true. That's true. I kind of never look at viewers, to be honest. I've learned that that's an unhealthy habit.
I don't look
It
at the
makes it much more
numbers,
fun.
yes.
Yeah.
That is true. Like you should never look at it. I never look at it. I don't want to know it because if I know it, I feel either very intimidated by it or very discouraged by it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you should never look at it. For anyone that streams, never look at the numbers, just stream, okay?
Yeah,
Just be
never,
your
ever,
silly
ever.
self and just hope for the best. Obviously be respectful and other things, but the
Yeah.
main thing is just, be yourself and just, have fun.
Mm.
Um, all right, back on our like whole topic and everything.
Yes.
Um, so is there any type of content you are looking forward to doing in 2026? Outside of reading or things you want to
Mm,
experiment outside of singing also?
um,
Because I know you did speak about getting a 2.0 and everything. Is there any other big
yes.
plans when it comes with that?
Well, yeah, I am getting a new model because I kind of fell out of love with my current outfit and everything. And I feel like my second one will more reflect my lore and personality. And I also designed the outfit myself, so that was really fun. Um, and yeah, my main. I kind of just want to have more. I wouldn't say fan art, but just like more art and more, because some VTubers have, just art on their Twitter and everything, and lots of like emotes and they make like videos with it and they put cool backgrounds and everything. I kind of want to explore all that, just make it feel more alive, I suppose. Um, but yeah, I think mainly for content, I'd like to do the reading, singing, but also just new games. Like I said, I want to explore another MMO just away from Skyrim. So it's still kind of the same thing because I'm still, investing my time in a big game. But yeah, mainly that. And to be honest, the rest I don't really know. I don't really have any other plans. Kind of just want to continue seeing what I can do and maybe exploring what fits with my new 2.0. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just seeing where it goes, really.
I mean, that's good. That's good.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just pick anything and just play it and see what happens. I mean,
Yeah,
I could definitely see you also playing like Baldur's Gate 3, and enjoying that, or even switching to like The Witcher. I can definitely
I'd
see you
love The
doing
Witcher.
something.
Yeah.
I,
It is
So
on my
that's what I
list.
mean. So see, that's what I mean. I feel like I could see you like still kind of going in the whole RPG part, but the variety part of it, and just going to like the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Um,
exactly. I mean, I have said it before that it is a game I want to play. I think I attempted to play it on stream before, but I crashed because the game was too heavy. So I think that's the main thing stopping me. It's just too heavy for me.
okay, okay, that's fair. I mean, you could play The Witcher, the first Witcher, and then
Yeah, but that's
then
not
go to the
as
second.
pretty.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, ma'am. Okay, it's
I'm
an older
spoiled.
game. Um, but yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that like happening. I think Baldur's Gate would be a really funny one for you, because it's so unpredictable. Because you have to literally roll for stuff, and I feel like that just adds so much like twist to the game.
Well, I want to play Baldur's Gate actually. It's just that it's just really expensive. That's the main
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
It's just
Obviously, when
stopped
it's on
me.
special and everything,
Yeah.
like when it's a good
Um.
special, I would recommend. I personally didn't expect to enjoy that type of game, and I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
am trying to bring it back, because I kind of did stop playing it at one point in time.
What? So you have played it on Streamlabs then?
I did about, I think, 4 to 5 streams of it. And then I kind of like went to TwitchCon, and then I kind of came back and I forgot about the game entirely.
Oh
And then it was
really?
just, yeah, so I have an issue when it comes to like variety content, where it's kind of
Mm.
like if I stop playing something, I kind of lose interest in it. Unless it's like hooked me like immediately, then I'm just like, I have to play this now. I
Mm.
have to do this. Um, and not a lot of games do that, because I've been gaming since like, I don't know, like since I was like 2. So since like 2000, and I don't know, like 2002 or 2001 type of thing.
Hmm.
Um, so I've like been gaming since then. So I've played too many games, so many games. So like if a game catches my attention now in 2025, I'm playing that game until the end of time.
Well, I mean, it's good that you get so invested in games. You know, it's a
Um,
nice thing
I
to have.
I think it's my ADHD mostly. The
Um.
hyperfixation of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you break that hyperfixation, you just kind of like don't want to do it anymore. And I
Yeah.
think that's like one of the things. All right. Okay, we're almost near the end. Okay, so
Okay.
don't worry.
My
Wait,
stream
you
is
know.
dying.
I know, I can see that. It's okay.
I don't know how to fix it. Usually Koopsie's home and he like restarts it or something, but I don't know how to do that and he's not home. So,
No,
um, I'm fucked.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Don't even worry about it.
I am worried. It's lagging a shit ton. It says dropped frames 9.5%. Is that bad?
It's
Sounds bad.
only 9. Okay, you still have like 91% left. It's okay.
Ah, oh, it's back in the green. Hooray! Wow.
Exactly. Um, so we're gonna ask like one more question about like
Okay.
rebuilding your identity, and then we're just
Okay.
gonna have advice, and then that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, it's the end. We're
Okay.
leaving you in the hallucination of the, I don't know, Whiterun like
The
tavern.
pub.
Okay, it's called a tavern,
The
madam. Okay,
pub,
it's a
actually.
tavern. It's not a pub.
Pub.
All right, we are in Skyrim
Pub.
times, medieval
Pub
times. It's a
crawl.
tavern.
Pub.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So obviously we're talking about like rebuilding, your
Hmm.
identity and everything.
Yeah.
Um, how do you feel you should like rebuild yourself or rebrand yourself, but in a very authentic way, without losing a lot of the qualities you've like developed over the years?
Um.
It is a
I
bit of a
think.
hectic question.
Yeah. Could you repeat that actually?
Um, how do you rebuild your brand in a way that
Mm-hmm.
feels authentic to you?
Hmm.
There, I rephrased it completely.
No, that helps. Well, I think the main thing is kind of just building on the foundation that I already have. So I don't think I ever want to stop doing what I enjoy, which is, MMOs and lore stuff and reading and just going into a game like fully. So I don't think that ever changes, and I think that's why even if I might like change my looks and like change what game I play, I feel like I will always be the same streamer. So I think I just make it better, I make it more enjoyable, um, and for myself and chat. I would think it's really exciting to um, have loads of things to look forward to, like the new model, um, and the new emotes or something like that, and the lore streams and stuff. So yeah, I think you can rebrand yourself and still be the same person. I feel like you're
Hmm.
never really gonna lose that core.
And that is good though. I mean, a lot of people don't think of it like that. That is a very healthy way of thinking.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Um, okay, so this is the last question, okay, and then we go to the advice section, and then that's the end, okay? It's the end. Then Shizu
Don't
can
worry, I'm
kidnap you
enjoying
into the
this.
abyss, and then you're
What?
never gonna be seen again.
What do you mean? That wasn't part of the plan. What the hell?
Uh, Shizu sent me something in DM, so I can't really, tell you about it, but you have to go to a meeting point, and we'll definitely see you in future. Don't worry about it.
What
Nothing
do you
sketchy
mean?
at all.
What do you mean? What?
Um, so what was the biggest lesson you learned from stepping out of like your niche now?
um, that I feel like I can only answer with something cringe.
Say
Um,
it. It just say it. It doesn't matter if it's cringe, okay? I think we are all cringy if you think of it. We're literally anime characters on stream,
no.
okay? I think the cringe is already there. It's over for us.
Nah, this ain't cringe. It's not true. Um, I think mainly can't even say it. That you shouldn't be afraid to be yourself.
I mean,
um,
that's not cringy. I mean, that's authentic. Or that's good. What do you mean?
okay, I
Um,
suppose.
I th- like. I mean, that is a very good lesson though. Just be yourself.
Mm, mm,
Because I will say this. With streaming, you kind of learn to put on this mask, this
mm.
entertainer mask, basically, because you want to
Yeah,
entertain. So you're not really being your authentic self, and I think that's kind of like the biggest issue when it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
to streaming.
Mm,
And I know for me personally, when I first started streaming, I acted very different compared to now.
mm.
Now I'm very more authentic. I just say things as weird as they are. I just say it. I just say the
Yeah.
questionable jokes. I say the bad jokes. I don't overthink. I'm just like, you guys love me for me, and I just accept it at this point. You guys are gonna bully me if I butcher, I don't know, pronouncing a user's name or I misread something, and that's okay. Like yeah,
Yeah, that's
like in the
okay.
beginning, I used to be so insecure about those type of things.
Mm,
So yeah, I think on my end, the biggest like lesson I learned from stepping out of my niche was stop comparing yourself to others and just focus on being yourself.
mm. Yeah, no,
Um,
100%. 100%. I feel like that's really hard in in this kind of space because you're always gonna compare yourself, especially if you've got like friends that just start out and all of a sudden they've got like loads of viewers, but they did the same thing. So how did that happen? It's just so hard not to compare yourself. you know? So I definitely think, yeah.
My God, like I think that is like the most humbling thing that I've learned through streaming is
Mm,
how easy it is to get envious of like
yeah,
friends when it comes to the streaming.
yeah.
Um, because look, I love my friends. I everyone I've met, I'm just like, appreciative that I met them and I get to,
Mm,
have the chance to speak to them, especially, having you, and everyone.
mm,
Um, that sometimes, our brain like, hates us and decides to show us the negativity and makes us
mm,
envious.
yeah,
And it's so hard to not listen to that because,
yeah.
you would look at other people's content and you'd be like, I'm doing a lot more than them. Why are they benefiting from it and I'm not? And you, it's such a spiral of like thoughts, and you should never be in that mindset
Mm,
where you should be like, my time will come. I'm just gonna
mm,
do what I can. And if people like it, they like it. If no one comes, at least I did what I did. Um,
yeah.
and I think that's like the healthy way of seeing it. And believe me, I struggle with this even till today because there's a lot of content I would love to do, but it's like I don't know if anyone will be there to like watch it and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it just messes with you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. I don't know. I feel like streaming is mainly hard because it's a mental thing. Especially when you start out, you have to basically just talk to yourself until someone shows up. It's just so, yeah, at some point it's really hard. I agree.
Mm. I mean, but so the funny thing, this is the irony of what you just said. Like when you start streaming, it's just talking to yourself, right?
Hmm.
And then, just what's happening, etc. But then when you go to the next stage where you start having people, then
Hmm.
it's like you just having conversations with chat, right?
Hmm.
And then once you get really big, you kind of go back to step one.
That's true.
And I
That's
find
true,
it so
yeah.
hilarious. And that's like the
Hmm.
biggest issue, the transition from going back to the beginning, where you're just like, I just
Yeah.
need to only speak to myself right now. You need to learn how to say open-ended questions where you're kind of like not looking for a response, but you're just saying it to keep like chats like entertained and keep them
Hmm.
active. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's such a crazy thing to do.
Honestly, I sometimes kind of wonder if I would actually want to be that big where I can't respond to chats anymore, because I do really enjoy the engagement and I do enjoy chatting. Like, it's really sad, but it's like one of my biggest social, time during my weekend stuff. Like, I don't, because I moved to England, obviously I left a lot of like friends behind. So it's kind of my only social interactions next to my partner and his friends, you know? So if I was too
Mm.
big where I can't even read the chat anymore, I don't even think I would enjoy that. I think I'd go insane. So I think the
No, I
perfect
get that.
spot is in between, you know?
I think it gets to a point where you kind of, I think you kind of learn how to navigate through it. Like, I think there is still a chance where you can, like, speak to a lot of people, but it's gonna be like very selective. Like, you would just see,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, your friends in chat, and you just have like a separate like chat bar for them, so you only see their messages.
Oh,
Um,
really? I didn't
like
even
with
know you could
like,
do that.
I think you can do that with like plugins and stuff like that. Um, And I think that is basically where it's gonna go at one point.
Mm,
And then you're just kind of just chatting. When you see your friends, they're like, "Oh, I'm just only looking at them. I love you,
mm,
chat, but there's too many of you."
mm.
And I think, I don't know, I would love to get to that point and see how it is because I'm the type
Yeah.
of person where I'm like, the more people there are, the better I feel like I can put out. If
Mm,
there's less people, I feel like my energy goes more on the low end. So it's like I always try and keep that up.
yeah.
Okay. So we're on the closing part, okay? The tension is near the end.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
I know it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm freezing my
Yeah.
ass off in the snow here right now.
Don't know what you're talking about. I'm next to the fireplace.
The hallucinations are crazy. I kid you not, guys. Um, so okay, I'll just ask it. If there's three questions, three questions.
Okay.
What advice would you give to streamers stuck in a niche they've outgrown?
I wrote a very simple answer. Just stop.
Just stop.
I don't think it is worth doing, especially because for a lot of streamers, streaming is a hobby. It doesn't really pay the bills. And time is such a valuable thing. The fact that you're spending it on something you don't even want to do is just silly. You should just be doing stuff that are actually fun. And I think it is counterproductive as well because if you play things that you enjoy, chat is going to enjoy it as well. Like it's very noticeable when you don't enjoy something. So there's just no point to it on any angle, you know? So quit it. Do something new.
No, I
Stop. Get some
agree.
help.
Get some of is crazy. But I mean, I do agree with you. I think like the biggest issue is like people's insecurities kick in and they are
Hmm.
scared of like starting over.
Hmm.
And I mean that would scare anyone, like even if
Hmm.
it's a hobby or not. And I do agree, just stop. Like
Yeah.
it sounds simple, but it's very scary.
It is,
Um,
yeah.
like I'm a person that I'm the type of person that I'm willing to attempt things. I hate change. I hate changing things.
Mm. Mm.
I hate being uncomfortable. But with certain things, especially in life, you need to let go. You need to try new
Yeah.
things. And I would say streaming is very humbling with this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you learn a lot of lessons through life
Mm.
because of streaming. For example, you're stuck in a niche that you've outgrown and you kind of have to let it go. So you have to attempt to do other things. So you kind of have to leave your comfortable little space in life and go to the next chapter. I sound like such a grandpa.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I think it's true. Yeah. Wise
Uh,
words.
wise words with Natsu. Um, so, I mean, this is kind of like a follow-up question with like, when you feel like it's time to, you've outgrown your niche. How do you know when it's time to like evolve or, you know, change? I think you've already
Mm,
mentioned it. I think we've already both mentioned it.
yeah, I think we've kind of talked about this already. Um, I think the main part is just when it becomes boring, when you're not enjoying yourself and you're not growing anymore. Um, like I think one of the parts that is fun about streaming is that you actually feel even though you're gaming, you still feel like you're doing something productive. And if it's just not going anywhere, why would you do it, you know? So I think at the point where you feel like you're kind of just a straight line and you're not going up anymore, that's the point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that is true. I do agree with
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, I feel like once you start plateauing, that's kind of like when you starting you have to start looking at things from outside the box and
Mm.
see like, okay, how can I do better? And if you keep doing other things and nothing's working, it's a sign that you need to change something.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I can't remember when I had like my first thought like it's time to change, but I would
Mm.
say it's more on the boredom part and lack of motivation was like
Mm.
the biggest thing that helps, realize that it is time to start changing things. Because if you're not passionate about what you want to do anymore, that's a sign like, okay, you need to look deeper into why you're feeling like this, and then you'll realize, okay, maybe it is just the content we're doing. Let's change the
Yeah.
content. Let's find something exciting. Let's go to Noah's stream and watch them, read a book, you know?
Thank you for watching. Actually, I have a confession to make. Um,
Uh-huh.
I think one point for me where it was obvious that I needed to change
Hmm.
was a year ago where I made a promise to myself that I was gonna graduate by the end of this year. Um, like I kind of had enough. I kind of didn't want to stream anymore because I really didn't like it anymore. Like it really felt like a chore a lot of times. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna, I'll give myself a year. I'll see what I can do. I'll see how exciting I can make it and change things. And it has helped. I mean, stopping Skyrim has helped so much and just doing new things. And yeah, I'm not graduating anymore. But I was really planning to. I was so fed up. I remember every time after stream I would tell, my partner Koopsie, like I really don't want to do this anymore. It's just so draining and exhausting and I would just rather not. Um so I think by putting that goal and knowing that I had this limited time, I feel like somehow I put more effort into it because I knew I didn't have forever. And somehow that made me not want to do it anymore. So, yeah, giving myself an ultimatum.
I think that is like a very common thing though.
Mm,
Like I'm not saying I haven't thought of graduating a couple of times. I have.
mm,
Like even in the past like month or
mm,
yeah, I've even thought of just graduate. But I feel like that's such a common thought that we have in our mind where we're
mm,
just like when we're not in a good place with streaming, let's say it's not growth wise or content wise or whatever it may be, we kind of get into that stage where we're just like I don't know what to do. I feel lost. And
mm.
maybe I need to just give up the thing. And maybe that's like, will solve it. Um, Most of the time, it can. It can. I'm not saying it couldn't. But I feel like it's like there's a lot of other things that we're not looking into. So for me, what I think it is, maybe you're trying to do too much, or you have so much expectations, so much pressure you're putting onto yourself that you're kind of numbing the experience for yourself. So
Mm.
that's why you feel like it's overwhelming and stressed because of it. And that's why a lot of people want to graduate.
Yeah.
Um, for example, I've been streaming since 2022 and
Wow.
I can tell you I'm not where I expected to be. I thought I would
Yeah.
be at least closer to partner. I would have had, I don't know, like 3K followers, all of these materialistic things that, you really shouldn't care about. You should only care about the stream itself and if you're doing your best. Um, and you kind of lose that over time because you start looking at the smaller things. You're like, okay, I got one follower this stream, that's good. I got 10 the other day, that's good.
Mm.
Um, and I feel like that is the one thing that corrupts us and makes us feel so negative because if things start going a bit lower or like plateauing, we start thinking very negatively. Like I think for me, I did a Dead by Daylight challenge I think last month with a friend, and my streams were really good. I got so much followers and everything. It was like a really
Mm.
good like week. And after that it's just been so bad and I'm just like oh God. I'm just like okay, what am I doing? I'm not going to Dead by Daylight. I don't want to do this. Please,
Yeah.
please. Like I would graduate if I have to do that again.
Yeah. And I think it's good that you recognize that you just don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I think it's important.
uh, that is true. All right,
Mm.
so this is the last question, and then you're free to go.
Hooray,
Um,
finally! Oh my
well,
god.
technically Shizu's gonna kidnap you, but that's another story.
She
Um,
better not.
what's one thing you wish you knew earlier about creative growth within like streaming?
Mm. I think the main thing is that well, actually, there's two things. I think the first one is that you're capable of doing a lot more than you can, than you think you can. Like, I always, in the beginning, I thought uh, that VTubers are very limited because obviously we're tied to our model, and I feel like there's certain things we can't do. But then you see, Iron Mouse give concerts and stuff, and it's just so amazing. And I'm like, wow, if she can do all that, what could I do? It's just, it kind of makes you feel like the sky is the limit. It's really cool. um,
Hmm.
but sorry, what was the question again?
uh, things you wish you knew like earlier about creative growth within streaming.
Oh, yes. Also, that people are just very accepting. Like, I remember talking about singing, and I'm scared to do singing because I'm really critical of myself, and I'm like a perfectionist, like you said. Like, I want every note to be perfect. And then, people said, well, people just kind of join because it's a vibe, not because you need to be a perfect singer. And it made me feel like well, sorry, some Dutch came in.
It's okay, it's
um,
okay.
it just made me feel like even if I'm not doing the best job of the thing I'm doing, people will still enjoy it and people will still be there. And that makes it less scary to try new creative things, I suppose. So, yeah, I think those two things mainly.
Mm. No,
Mm.
I think that's true. I do agree with those. Um, I think with me, what was the one thing I wish I knew early on? Um, I would say persistence was the one thing I wish I knew early on.
Mm.
Um, because you really have to just put in everything, and like the chances of things succeeding is like slim to none.
Mm.
But you just putting it there and just that is the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it gets one view, doesn't matter
Mm.
if it gets two views. As long as you're just putting stuff out there, that's the only thing that you have to do.
Yeah.
And that's something I've been struggling to learn. I'm like slowly learning it. Like you can teach an old an old dog new tricks. Um,
You're not old.
I'm ancient, okay. Um,
Ain't true.
And yeah, I think that's like one of the things that recently I've been like forcing myself to do. It's very tiring. It is very tiring. I know back in, I think it was June, I posted a clip every day, every single day. I would literally end stream, edit a clip, go to sleep, wake up, do whatever I have to do, start stream, end stream, edit a clip, post it. And I did that every single day for the month. And I can tell you, it was the most rewarding and the most tiring month of my life.
Yeah, I bet.
Um, and I kind of want to get back into it. So like with December coming up, I'm gonna try and do that again.
Mhm.
But it is a bit hectic, like to constantly do that. So I'm not gonna do like every day, but I want to do
Yeah,
at least, at least 3 clips a week type of thing.
I think that's a good
Um,
goal. Yeah.
so yeah, that me, end of the day, I think persistence is just like the biggest thing. You need to
Mm.
just keep doing, just doing everything you can.
I know it is. It's kind of I think, like, when you do hard stuff, you kind of expect a reward after. So when you don't, it's just tough to get back at it. Like, you're so used to getting that dopamine hit. And when you don't get it,
Oh
you're like, what the fuck?
yeah. Yeah, no, it's really bad. Like it's like if you post a TikTok and then, your one clip that was kind of mediocre, then you didn't put a lot of effort in, it got like, I don't know, let's say like 10,000 views. And like, oh damn, people like this. And then you're like,
Mm,
okay, maybe I'm gonna put more effort into a clip. And then you put so much effort. You put like a week's worth into this, like, I don't know,
mm,
1 minute clip. There's so much going on. You
yeah.
just love it. And then it
Mm.
gets like maybe like 100. You're like, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
I know, I know. I think the main thing is also kind of editing it in a way that is made for like social media nowadays. Like I saw a video about it recently where you kind of have to make the exciting thing happen in the first 3 seconds, basically. Because if you don't catch their attention right away, they're gone. So you have to edit in a way that you're just always exciting, and that's so hard because sometimes the joke just takes a minute. It takes a minute to load. And yeah,
Um,
that's hard.
yeah, I have noticed that. It's kind of like the way they do clips. What I've noticed is they take the ending already and they put it right in the beginning, and then they
Mm.
go to the beginning of it,
Oh, they
like
loop
the
it.
actual beginning, and then they loop it. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Um, I'm not skilled enough to do that, and also I
Mm.
ramble way too much. So to
Same.
get to that point is crazy. I kid
Mm.
you not. I could find a 5 minute clip, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this clip, but I need to edit it into 1 minute. And I'm like, I ramble so much about 10 different things. I don't know what to add and what I don't need to add at this point.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah,
Because
that
it's all
was tough.
funny, and you're just like, I could make 5 different clips right now.
Yeah, it's the filtering of it all that's so exhausting. Oh, actually, question for me. Do you find it hard to listen to yourself?
So, so this is the thing. I've learned to accept myself. So in the
Okay.
beginning, um, I couldn't stand my voice, and I think it
Hmm.
was also because of the mic quality I had it back in the day. Also,
Oh, right. Okay. That
um,
doesn't help.
where I just started watching my VODs, and the more I watched my VODs, the more I got like adjusted to it, and it kind of came like with its pros and cons, right? At
Hmm.
first you really hate your voice. You're like, I sound so stupid. Why did I say that?
Hmm.
Why am I like this? I don't like how I speak. I don't like how I say words and stuff like that. But then I started like stop looking at the negatives of it. And that's how I overcame it, where I looked at the positives. I'm like, okay. Um yeah, I sound cringy, but that's okay. But
Hmm.
what am I trying to do here? And then I look at it, I'm like, okay, this is a good clip because I was doing this and this, what I learned from this. I'm like, that's cool. And then I kind of looked at it from a very healthy mindset. And if I didn't like something, I would be like, okay, I don't like how I don't know, let's say how I laugh, for example.
Hmm.
Now I'm gonna be like, okay, now I know what I need to work on. So I take that and then I try and work on a new laugh that I really like. I'm
You're
saying
working.
hypothetically for the
Okay.
laugh, okay? I'm not
I
I'm not
was.
really saying the laugh, but
Your laugh is
um
fake? What the fuck?
no, you can change your laugh.
I
Um
suppose. Yes, you know. Okay, fine. Fine.
so that's what I mean by it. So you kind of just look at the pros of it. So for me right now, um when I look at my clips, I'm like, how can I make this funnier? And
Mm.
I was like, okay, how do I make this funny? And I'm looking at things, I'm writing down things, I'm like, none of
Yeah.
this makes sense. It's just gibberish right now. And then I'm like, I just got an idea. Let me just think back with my childhood. So I started watching Looney Tunes again. And I was like,
Oh.
how did they make things funny? And I'm just like looking at this and I'm like, okay, maybe I can start incorporating some of these things.
What cartoonish things?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like how you express yourself, right? And how you do things. So you can do it in a very cartoony way. Like I'm a very
Mm.
dramatic person, so that might
Mm.
benefit my style of streaming a lot more.
Right. Mm.
Like it won't benefit you, because I don't think it's your style of streaming. It'd be like very out of nowhere if you started being a cartoon character.
I don't really know what my style is. I feel like I kind of kind of just yap about whatever comes to mind, you know? Or like I asked chat for advice, like, oh, do you like tahini? Should I buy tahini? Stupid stuff like that. I just bring it up for no reason. Or like, oh, what is your favorite dessert? Tell me all about it, you know? I don't know. Okay, that kind of sounds like I always talk about food, which is not untrue, but like I talk about other stuff too. I mean, I just gotta be up about whatever, really.
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
Yes,
uh-huh.
yes, 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 yes. Anyway, change the
Uh,
topic.
no, look, I'll be honest. I feel like your style of streaming is just you're a comfy streamer. You're a comfy
Mm,
just chatting streamer.
mm,
And I think there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why I think the way you're going with content now with the reading, I think it works for you because you have the voice for it, and you're a very comfy person to like watch and everything.
yeah. Thank you. That's what people said as well, and it made me really happy. It's stuff like that, like people telling me that, that keeps me going, you know? That's my fuel.
Yeah, I mean that's good. I mean, look, if you were just doing just chatting, I would definitely like to even stop by and just chat a lot because that I like chatting with streamers, and I think that's
Mm,
also what's really like what you're really good at. Some people
yeah.
are, good at different things, and that's the most important thing. You just focus on what you're good at.
Yeah, this is true. But sometimes it's kind of also just exploring what you're actually good at. Because I feel like in the beginning you might do something that really doesn't fit with you. Like, in the beginning, actually, I did a bit of Valorant, which really did not fit because I suck so bad. And I feel like with shooter games, you know, it's either you're just like really funny or really hot, or you're really good at the game. I don't think there's an in between. And I was like, none of those. I just sucked. I was just always dead. That's it.
Um,
You know?
so you're not wrong when it comes to like those types of stuff, right? Um, I feel like there's beauty in doing those types of things that you're gonna be bad at, because it kind of
Mm.
gives you like a mindset shift. Jesus, um, basically on how to think of how to stream in certain things, right? And I think it does help you become better at streaming.
Yeah.
For example, I've been reliant on story games a lot now, and I
Mm.
think this is my biggest downside because now when there's nothing happening, I kind of feel like I don't know what to talk about now. Like, what do I talk about? Do I talk about, I don't know, the weather? Do I talk about, I don't know, that soggy cookie I forgot in my coffee, Like, um and it's good to change it and like try
Mm.
these things. Like I know I tried Valorant too, and
Yeah.
I kind of learned to be more on the social end with speaking to people, trying to
Mm.
bring out more of the situation. And I made a friend through it. I actually, whenever I decide to edit that clip and everything, I made
Hmm.
such a wonderful friend. It was a very awkward moment where like this person was hitting on them, and I was like defending this friend of mine now, and
Mm.
it was just such a wholesome moment. I'm just like, yeah, I
Aw.
really like that. And then I learned how to kind of change the narrative of how you want to take your streaming and how you talk and how you chat.
Yeah.
Because like if you like Valorant is a skill-based game. When it comes to
Mm.
skill-based game, obviously people will either be there for you, your personality, or they'll be there for the gameplay. And if your gameplay is bad, they are just gonna be there for you. And I think that's the healthy mindset of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's fun to kind of just find out what you're good at, and when it finally clicks, it's just really satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, unfortunately, no, it's time's up. Okay, I'm almost buried in snow. Um, is there any last advice you want to give to the people? Anything on your mind?
um, um, don't give up and be yourself. Play what you like and have fun. Basically.
Yeah. And my last advice, guys, and this is gonna be really funny because Noah's here and everything.
Oh.
Guys, be a goldfish. Uh,
No, it's
okay,
not being a
what I
goldfish,
mean
that's
by
it.
that is, so if any of you have watched Ted Lasso, you'll know what I mean. Be a goldfish. So being a goldfish is, um, I don't know if this is true, but apparently it's a myth that
Oh.
goldfishes have a very short-term memory, like a
Hmm.
14-second memory. So essentially, what I mean is be a goldfish, and if bad things happen, just let it be, let it go, and then move on. Just
Forget.
yeah, just forget and move on. So at the end of the day, be a goldfish. Listen to Noah, with her very questionable goldfish abilities, and just do your best in life.
Indeed.
All right. And for people that don't know, Noah's a very comfy streamer. Definitely check them out. They're amazing, and they do a lot of reading now, minus
Yes.
the whole identity of being an Elder Scroll streamer that we definitely going away from at the moment.
Mm,
And they
yes.
used to be paid for their services in streaming. But
Stop,
that's another
stop
story.
describing it like that. People are gonna think I'm a prostitute.
I
Actually,
mean,
my dad thought I was. Like when I told him I was getting paid online, he was like, "Are you doing shady stuff?" I'm like, "No, dad, please. I'm not a prostitute. I'm playing Minecraft."
I'm gonna end it there. I'm not even gonna say anything. Guys, no, it's not a prostitute. They just playing Minecraft. Don't worry about it.
It's not the
Whatever
same
they do with their
thing.
services is up to them. Okay, we leave it
Stop
that to them.
going
All
services.
right, I'll catch you guys next time. Next month we'll have another episode, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Remember to hydrate, and
Yeah,
yeah, I'll see you guys later.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Bye.
Bye. I will be right back. Yes, yes, yes. My people! I am back! Oh, wait, he's still there. That's weird. How do we end this? I don't actually know how to end it. I'm just good, like. No, I'm just keeping Natsu prisoner. Okay, now he's gone. Sorry. Hi, I can finally talk to you. Honestly, that was the hardest part of the podcast that I wasn't allowed to talk to you. That was genuinely really, really hard. I kept seeing things and I was like, guys, I can't talk to you, please. Glad I caught the tail end of the interview. Yeah, me too. It was really, really fun, honestly. I don't really know what I want to do now. Should we play a little bit of a game while we chat? We can do that. Also, thank you for the raid, Natsu. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I how is everyone? How are you? Hello. Also, thank you for the follows. Welcome, 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 welcome. Sorry I didn't say thank you. Hi Kaito, if you're still here. Hello. I do go bloop bloop because I am a goldfish. Yes. But yeah, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well, Guard and Tom and Shizu and Soy and Say. Zento I saw as well. I saw so many people. Key as well. Venom, hello. I hope you're doing well. Prostari, hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing good. Sleepy? I see, I see. It is a Saturday. I slept loads today. I slept till like 9:30. Crazy insanity. But it felt really nice, to be honest. Hello from Russia. Hi, Grace. How are you today? Welcome from Russia. Welcome, welcome. We just finished a podcast. I know it's super annoying not to chat, but now chat is free. You're free from your shackles. No, but I think it's, don't worry. I don't think it's a bad idea. Thank you for the follow. I think it is a good idea. Because if we both talked to chat, Natsu, we wouldn't have gotten anything done. We wouldn't have done anything. So don't worry, it was necessary, but it was really hard. I wanted to reassure everyone, like, guys, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Oh no. A network error has occurred. Multiplayer functionality is currently unavailable. Yeah, but I'm not. Change at word off. Confirm. Start the game. Noah bought me a game once. Why are you bringing this up? You guys are getting paid? I buy you guys games sometimes for like Christmas and stuff. It would have been 5 hours in and we still not done. I know. So don't worry, don't worry. I understand. Don't worry. It's just I'm reassuring you guys now. Like I love you still. Don't worry. Paid in timeouts. But yeah, how was your Saturday? What did you get up to? My Saturday was sad. Yes. Koopsie's dad came to visit and he came to drop off the ugly couch that I didn't want. But it is nicer than I thought, so fine. And I cleaned that. Did a bunch of like just chores like vacuuming, dusting, dishes, washing. all that boring stuff. And it was raining all day, like literally all day. And I wanted to go out to go have a coffee and a nice little cake. But it was raining so hard that all the cafes were full. So I went to a random cafe and their cake was shit. And I didn't have any connections, so I couldn't do Elder Scroll research. And I was like, no. And then I had to walk home again, and I was drenched, soaked, and upset. Basically, not a Poggers day, I would say. Not a Poggers day. I hope tomorrow is better. But yes, it was not a good cake because there was way too much frosting on it. And as you know, I hate frosting. Frosting is upsetting. A Saturday. 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 Stop bullying me. What the hell? I finally got to hang up my kitchen cabinets. The wall and ceiling are all crooked, so it's not easy. I hope they don't fall off tonight. Oh God, I hope they don't fall on your head or something. Be careful with that. Did I tell you that recently the wardrobe door fell off and it fell on my head? And now I have a huge bruise on my forehead. Well, actually not huge, but it feels huge. Like when you touch it, it feels painful still. I thought I was gonna like have a dent in my fucking skull, but I do not, alas. My day was sleepy, but I've been playing with a cute baby all day. So, oh yeah, you said you were visiting your friend. No, babies are so silly. They're so silly. I'm scared to hold babies though. Babies are like really fragile, and that's scary to me. A wet, sad cat. Cats are not supposed to be in water. I know, they're not water resistant. But I had no choice. And it was so busy, so there was no space to do like cozy little cafe things. Which is like my main weekend like activity, you know? Visiting cafes. That's what I do. What else is there to life? I don't know. Parks and cafes. Babies are fun, but their temper changes like real fast. Oh, that's scary. I mean, they're like really sensitive, you know? And they like just got to the world, you know? They're surprised. They don't know what's happening. You know, you gotta give them a minute. The one you have where you are no yes. Wait, what? I don't understand what that means. I don't even know what we're doing today, to be honest. I'm kind of just like doing whatever could to talk to you. Little dent in the skull is a crack. Nah, I have a different type of skull, you see. I have a dentable skull. Me. Everyone's skull is different. Yep, that is a fact. You can definitely believe me. I didn't realize that turning it off would delete Soy's house. Oh, I'm really sorry. I thought it would stay. I didn't really think. I'm sorry. I didn't really think about it. No, as a crackhead, no, I would never. I would never touch crack. Crack is cringe. Cece. Don't do drugs, kids, is cringe. Don't do it because it's bad for you. Just don't do it because everyone will think you're cringe. And cringe is bad. Pretty much, they have mood swings and will ruin your life. I mean, I know the second part. Babies, man. They rule the world. Mine is pretty hard after all the time I hit things with my head as a kid. Well, sounds like you had fun as a kid at least. That's good. Meow. Yes, guys, don't do crack. Go for skooma. It's so true. Skooma is good. Some drugs are good for you. Okay, but we're not talking about those. We're not talking about medication. I'm talking about the bad drugs. Oh, I'm trying to eat. I forgot I still had the Skyrim thing open. I was like, what is that sound? Kill her now? What the hell? What's happening? What? Who's gonna kill me? What? Why do you want to kill me? I thought we were friends. This is very upsetting. Second dinner is ready. Pizza. Second dinner? What are you, a hobbit? Why are you having second dinner? Actually, now that you say that, I am kind of hungry as well. I got a yogurt in the fridge, so I might go consume that in a bit. I will stream for about 15 more minutes. Yes. Why are we here? Just to suffer? A hobbit! I can't hear anything besides you. Oh, never mind, I can. What do you mean? I could go for a pizza. Eat a pizza then. I had porridge for dinner, which was very good. Ooh. With anything else, or just porridge on its own? My god, you guys are useless! You can't do anything on your own! Because you broke his house? Soy's house? Oh! Oh! In the Oh! I'm sure he won't be upset. I'm very sorry. Maybe we'll come back if I turn it on again, but I couldn't play because of multiplayer being broken. What's your favorite porridge recipe? When I have porridge, I like to have it with milk, cinnamon, and apple. It is yummy. Usually, I used to have yogurt during the. I'm gonna go and draw. Love you know at night. Good night. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it, Shizu. It's nice to hear from you. But yeah. I feel like I used to do yogurt during the summer months, and then oatmeal during the cold months. Yes, porridge with pear, prunes, seeds, almond, applesauce, and oat milk. Applesauce, cinnamon and apple, a true classic. Yeah, I feel like apple and oatmeal just go well together. Cinnamon is a different one. What do you mean? Usually when renovations are done for free, the person isn't mad. Well, it's not a renovation, I just deleted the house. Well, I didn't delete it, the game did, but, you know. Yeah, I wonder if I turn multiplayer on again, whether it just shows up again. Or if it's permanently gone. All his pets, all his pals, into the void. It's so hard to please your pals, man. They're all like toddlers. You could hear me? Oh god. No. Hey, what? I usually eat 500 grams of skyr every day, but went for a pizza instead today. Hey, it's good to it's good to have a variety. Good to be exciting. Good thing I was quiet. Shizu, you're being really weird right now. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking in riddles. Meow. Meow. Booty. Meow. Meow. Booty. Meow. 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 Booty. Meow. 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 Booty. Oh, by the way, I finished To Your Eternity, the first season, and honestly, I would say it's one of my favorite animes among, Death Parade, One Piece, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Hunter x Hunter. Like, it's such a solid anime. I don't know why not more people talk about it. It is so good. Just don't get it. I mean, it's really sad. And maybe just people just don't like being depressed, but why is no one talking about it? It's got 2 more seasons though, so I will be watching that. Yes, 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 yes. Which one? I've been looking for again. It's called To Your Eternity. That's the one with the rock that turns into a wolf. It's a bit more than that, but yes. I can't spoil anything. But yeah, it's that one, yeah. Did you watch the whole thing? Or did you only watch a bit of it? Or but yeah, that's fair that you're not spoiling anything. Good thinking, good thinking. Um, I think I cried like once during the show, but my heart has been broken many times, yes. I saw it and it had me in tears. It also had me theory crafting. It was good. Did you just watch the first season? Yeah, it had me in tears as well. It's a really, really sad anime, but it's just the way that it works is just I don't know, I feel like it's some solid storytelling so far. Both. Oh. What is everyone's plan for tomorrow? You got any Sunday plans? Doing anything? Whoa. Dude, someone needs to get on this. What the fuck? I feel like every time I like put someone on this, and they just don't do it. Crazy out here. He's not. Oh, he is doing it. Okay, good. Good. But yeah, it's been a while since I watched a new anime, so it's nice to get in it. I bake bread tomorrow. Ooh, what kind of bread are you cooking? It's been a while since I made some bread. I love homemade bread though. Oh. I actually have a bread machine. It's so much easier. It is really nice. The main problem I have with it is just that it, like, is hard to preserve, I suppose. Fine rye bread. Ooh, fancy. Don't worry, guys. I'm frying you an egg. Oh, that's something I have to do today as well. Is make the poll for the movies. Any more movie suggestions? We've got How to Train Your Dragon, Die Hard. We had Home Alone. Uh, we had Spider-Man. And two others I forgot. So we got quite a few suggestions already. Oh, and Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, very good one. You know what? I'll make that into a poll. I think those are enough suggestions. And then we also need to get on the suggestions for the book club. Because we've got 3 so far. And then, well, I haven't made my suggestion yet actually. How about Santa Claus? I don't think I ever watched that movie actually. Honestly, I'd love it for it to actually be a Christmas movie. But yeah, I don't think I've watched that. I know it, but I've never watched it. That actually seems really cozy. Good suggestion, I like that. Let's make a poll right now. Right this second! Nope.